Hi everybody, welcome back to ZealZaddy. We are past Thanksgiving, finally. We have one more month of holidays coming in, and then it's on to long stretches of nothing to do but role playing. I'm Scott Coventry. I'm the creator of Crosscodes. This is an Esper Genesis campaign, which is a D&D 5e variant that is built for science fiction. We have another game today at 6 o'clock. That's Cliff Dunn. He's the co-creator of ZealZaddy. He runs Zealots of Zul, which is a D&D 5e sword and sorcery campaign. Low magic, high terror.
Nice little
Lots of heads lopped off recently. That sort of thing. This is season 1, episode 13. Wish you weren't here. We play every Sunday at 1 o'clock. Although next Sunday we may be playing at a different time. We may rotate with Cliff, but we'll talk about that later. Maybe we could get the night shift. How nice! I would love to get that once. We're streaming from the Adventure Game Society Board Game Cafe, which is part of the Adventure Game Store and Dragon's Lair in Dayton, Florida. This is the Yellow Room from Yellow Games. They're the sponsor of this room, which is awesome. Before we get started, I just want you to take a moment to follow us. Click on the bell to get notice when we're about to go live. Beyond the simple follow, you should follow us on social media and on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All of them are just ZealZaddy. You'll find us there. You can also become a Patreon. We have a Patreon channel. There's some new stuff getting ready to go up this week that should be pretty interesting. And let's get started. I want to start first by going around the table, let everybody introduce themselves, then somebody will do a recap. And it was 2 weeks ago that we played last, so I'm hoping somebody can remember now. If not, I'll do it. So we'll start here. You can start.
Okay. Kevin playing Jack Crow. I missed the last session. You were here last week. Oh, but I was here last week. All true. Pilot of the whatever we're going with now.
Meditations.
The meditation / Shadow Raptor, I believe.
Okay.
Our official one name.
Okay.
Until we have our next ship meeting.
Yeah, we still have to have this meeting we talk about.
Well, we'll have a meeting about having the meeting.
Yeah, form a subcommittee.
Yep. Hi, I'm Kyle Jablonski. I'm playing 1479 Soren, the Ashen Forged Warrior, who is just trying to get through the day without being dead. That helps. Being dead. He has a very low bar.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Keith Dalrymple, Gamer Lovers. I play Marl Yaris, a Starkesh adept and technician. He's recently come out of a thousands-year-long cryo sleep and met quite a few interesting alien species in the process.
Yeah. Some are friendly.
Some.
They're all friendly.
Well, to each other maybe.
To someone.
But one got really close,
Yeah.
like inside me.
Yep.
I'm Eugene Marshall. I'm playing Kelrin Ganrick, a Dendus Melder and astral cartographer. I want to learn more about all these crazy alien technologies we keep encountering. Maybe visit a few other dimensions, despite Soren furtherations. And get revenge for those who have wronged us.
All right. So, does anybody remember what happened enough to give a recap?
That's the 16 trillion cubical question that made it.
I remember some stuff from a couple of weeks ago. Like
Okay.
we started off on Deep Wine Station. We were escorted off the station by a covert signal.
Yeah.
Even though we were pursued by one of the military gunships that actually fired at us.
A marshal, system
Yeah.
marshal,
System
Yeah.
Marshal.
who did fire on you.
But pretty much got away from there scot-free. Made our way to Tsar and were
Yes.
hosted by the head of the Romanov family there.
Yeah.
Who treated us very well and then gave us sort of a side mission where we had to carry a bunch of troops
Yeah, that's right.
to Phresis.
Yeah.
And dropped them there.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Yeah, preceded by an antitoxin or
Yes.
an antivirus agent that we were supposed to spray down near Port End
Yeah.
while the rebellion was going on.
It's in the little town outside of where the
little fishing
the scientific
town
facility
where we
is.
sold a bunch of preserved food goods.
Yeah, the fishing/hunting town.
Right,
Yeah, so we
Outside the
hacked
ranch.
everybody into the cargo hold like sardines, made our way to Phresis, dropped the gas, dropped the troops right into the middle of a firefight where there was an anti-aircraft cannon housed. So we barely got away from there, making our way back to
Some good
Mark
piloting.
to help out Odyssey Ing, who was trapped on top of their corporate building from the Scrapper rebellions.
Last I remembered, I don't think we were going to make it in time.
No, they were already on his floor or very near it, and we're near Port
Well,
End
you
making
saw
our way
some
to
video
Mark.
of
Yeah,
him
getting
struggling to live.
Yeah, I think
Oh, so they got him.
Did they apple core him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they took
they-
his brain.
Well, you were on your way, so
They're probably going
you'll probably
to.
find out in a moment.
Yeah.
It looked like they were apple coring him.
Oh yeah,
That's what I remember. I
They
think
were
that's
taking his
it.
brain. And this was, am I right in thinking that, well, okay, so we watched the meeting between the heads of all the different factions. That was 2 sessions ago.
Right.
Yes.
Deep blind. Yeah.
Through the
Puffcat.
Puffcat
Puffcat.
cam.
Puffcat cam.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the
that's right.
furry cam. That's not right. That's a different thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then what? And then what? Did we discover just exactly how haunted our ship was? Is that 2 sessions ago as well? Or is
Well,
that
no, that's what I was about to say. We also had an encounter with what we have now dubbed the Silicat,
On the way to Czar.
and the Hotor, who is currently tied up in one of the stasis pods.
Right, and they came out of some
Extra dimensional
space.
species.
The Marl got dragged along into.
Right.
Yeah. And befriended a Silicat. Because
Yeah.
everybody's friends.
Found a strange room where the AI seems to be housed. Maybe?
Yes, I was supposed to be there.
One of the many strange rooms we have in our little humble abode.
Right. And there's still a ghost of some sort, like an Atorian, floating around in
Probably.
this place too.
More than likely, at least one.
Well, now at least the majority of us are armed enough to try and repel him. It doesn't have to use our spooky space magic.
The question is, I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing next.
Where we go?
You were on the way to where Odyssey was.
Yeah.
Right.
Going
Yeah,
to the scene of the
right.
crime, effectively. where-
Yeah, because we told Jack to burn heat.
And you saw a person in there that looked threatening and was doing bad things. But you also knew that there were riots all over the city, particularly in Mark and Portland, but you know that there's difficulties in every city right now, in every
We might be
even
able to
every
assist
town.
in quelling more rebellion somewhere.
Right.
If not, Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're using the Kalids in new and interesting revolutionary ways.
They are. They're really big and really strong, and they can pull things down. So you are en route to the building, to the
Yes.
Ing building
Right.
that he was housed in Mark. You were about 10 minutes out by when you saw all the video stuff happening. So I'm assuming you're going to continue on to.
Absolutely, yeah.
To where he was.
If he's not there, it's where he last was. We at least
Yeah.
need to investigate.
Do we know what floor he was on when he?
One of the upper floors.
You
Obviously, as secure as he could be, but not secure enough.
Well, he had said it was a high floor.
Yeah.
He didn't say specifically what floor.
Right.
Okay,
It's his building.
Right. Yeah. So
It's
we
likely it's the top floor.
sure. Penthouse or corporate
Yeah.
floor.
have an idea to get in quickly. You may not like the idea, but if Jack can get us there quick enough, we can, and hold the ship steady, we can breach through one of the top windows to get in, avoiding anything going in from the top.
When you say breach, you're talking about, did you bring a bridge with you?
No, we jump.
I'm not really a jumper.
We will throw you.
I don't think that's better.
Why? Do you not trust our ability to throw you very far?
Maybe I don't trust my ability to be thrown. I'm not sure about that. But sure, let's.
We
go
are open to a suggestion.
I could try and create some stepping stones. Mind guiding discs.
Soren looks slightly dismounted. I think not,
that'll work too, yeah.
not throwing people, not blowing a hole in a window and then throwing people through it.
You can still blow the hole in the window. Compromise.
There's that.
You go first.
We will go first.
When you say we, you mean you.
We mean we, which is us.
The language is confusing.
They.
Not just you. Alright.
So we.
The language is confusing to us.
Yeah, to us. Us. Them. Us.
We don't understand what is so hard about this. It is quite simple. We know what's going on when we refer to ourselves as we.
So do we. Wait a minute.
Obviously not. We are taking the top floor, correct?
Let's try.
And we will sweep down as far as we can until it's no longer safe.
Which might be immediately.
Well, we do not wish to go to the ground floor and then start
No.
interacting with riots.
And as you get to the edge of Mark, you can see that the streets there are fires all over the place. There are just enormous numbers of people in vehicles. Most of the ground or hover vehicles look like they've been pulled over, literally pulled on their side or flipped over. There's a lot of damage. There's people all over the place. I mean, one thing that's interesting is normally you see pictures of riots and it's always at night. There's no night here. So everything's done in broad daylight. So you can see that the people that are going on don't look happy about whatever's going on in Mark. And the streets are just filled with dots. I mean, for the height you're at, there's just people everywhere. Many of them don't look like people that would live in Mark generally.
Right. But some are. I assume
Some are,
it looks like a
absolutely.
citywide riot, but
Yep.
not all the people in the streets are
Yeah.
rioters or rebels.
And there is power to the buildings. You can see that there's still power. There are lights on in buildings. There's things like that, and there are marshal vehicles, flying vehicles that are all over the place.
Sure.
Because this is the capital of both the city and the planet and the system. So this is like riots in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
You know, if Washington was also the head of the world
Corporate center, civic center,
Solar system,
political
right?
center.
and this whole system, right? So you get to where the building is, and you see a few vehicles go past. There are also private vehicles that are. Every private vehicle you see is actually going up. There's none of them going perpendicular to the planet.
Does it look like there's pitched battles between forces, or does
Yes.
it just look like, okay, so who's other than rioters? Are they security forces, or?
Yeah, security forces
Just
trying
police, basically.
trying to secure certain buildings and stuff like that.
We'd imagine it's a real cluster chuck with rioters, the police, corporate interests.
Yep. All
Unlucky
over the
sobs
place.
caught in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck picking out your side that will murder you.
I see.
One thing that is unusual is it seems communication though is mostly down. You hear some chatter from marshals, but everything else seems to be from the jail. Yeah. And you get to the building, you can see the building is one of the larger buildings in the city. It's not the largest, but it's one of. The Ing building, it's a big black building, very tall and thin, not quite square. I like that. It seems like it twists as it goes up a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. It has a bit of a modern artsy kind of look to it, to the tower, and it thins out at the top a lot. There are a few places where there are little balconies that stick out from the building in different spots that You can tell they kind of look like they were done architecturally to make a pattern and maybe it wraps around the building.
Cool
spots.
architecture.
And they go, and at the top, the building has a flat top with some posts that go up to look like they're for communication towers and stuff on the corners.
Is there a balcony at the top floor?
Yep.
I think that's our landing point.
It is time to breach.
Make me a perception roll.
There it is. I rolled the 20 and
No.
a warm-up, and that one comes out.
Oh, okay.
It's alright, I rolled an 18.
Pre-game.
Yeah.
18, 19, 20, 21.
I got a 10.
You see on a couple of the balconies lower, you can see there are people out on the balconies. And some of them look armed, some don't. None are at the highest levels, but they look like they're not the people that would live there.
Huh. Crash the ship into there. What?
They might just be having a smoke.
All the more reason they are not.
So they're coming in and out of the balconies, like they're checking things out,
Yeah, they
looking
don't belong
around,
there.
going back
They're a
in.
little too close for comfort for.
And then when they see your ship, anyone that sees your
Yeah,
ship,
they
they
can-
duck in.
Right, they can visually see it.
Alright, so if we just come in from the above towards the top balcony, that should be moderately safe.
I think we should stick to the plan.
Which plan?
Top floor, you go first.
Balcony.
You're gonna make stepping stones and all.
That's the hope.
Oh,
yeah.
that sounds fun.
No, just, get the ship close enough to the balcony. We'll just walk out.
Oh, yeah. Well, that sounds like a piloting check.
Sounds
Sure.
good.
Oh,
Sure,
sure.
you
Yeah,
can, you can do it.
You want to get as close as you can no matter what.
Yeah, well,
Just
yeah.
Get as close enough with this bird onto the balcony.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to get part of the ship above it, the balcony. We can just drop down.
Athletics is not my strong suit.
12.
Okay, so you like up against the balcony, and the balcony crumbles a little bit when you tap it. You tap it a little.
Sure, yeah.
Docking.
It looks like it might be safe
Docking.
enough,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh boy. I don't
Lower the hatch.
It did though knock down the railings, so it's an easier place to throw someone.
All right, I meant to do that. Let's go.
It's like a ramp now.
There you go.
Lower the hatch. Okay. It is time to go to work. Are we, the way I'm imagining it, we have it lined up so that the back hatch is out and we're just lowering it down?
Yeah, just enough to get out.
Yep. Alright.
Alright.
How are you going out?
It's a reverse barn swallow.
What?
It's a reverse barn swallow. He saddles up alongside of it with the back hatch open,
Yeah.
and we go out.
How are you individually going out?
He's going first.
I'm going first.
And then what?
I'm probably going last.
He's waiting.
Because it's my forte.
I mean,
Okay.
I can throw.
If anything,
I'll
I
go
might
second.
need
Yeah,
to
either
make
one,
gravity
yeah.
discs.
Well armed.
Yeah,
All of my armaments.
I can create the
question.
guiding disc if there's a need.
Question.
If there's a gap.
The glass, does it look like reinforced or just look like glass that we can just bust through?
Or is there a door?
Oh, it looks reinforced.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Well, alright.
Which you
Please.
probably appreciate that.
that's still glass that we can break
You
through.
get to do something really fun.
Do we want to break back into it or do you want us to prime a grenade?
Oh, I don't want to damage this ship.
Okay, grenade it is. So I'm gonna cook a grenade
Okay.
and just basically chuck it at the glass to reach.
Okay. And then
Do you want me to an athletics
back
for
the
that?
ship in.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
make an
it's
athletics check and then a piloting check.
far enough distance, right? This isn't a 5-foot balcony. You're throwing a grenade 5 feet. Right?
Yeah, 5 feet. For accuracy.
Okay, well,
I'll be in the.
Oh, that's
23.
I'll be in the back.
Yeah, I'll be in the other
20.
end.
I'm at
Wow,
fireball
perfectly
safety
executed.
distance.
Yeah, right.
Right up against the
20,
glass,
more
he
than
pulls
20
the
feet.
beagle away and pulls up the hatch. You don't hear a boom, but he can tell you it went boom.
Yep.
Then
There we
he
go.
backs up again, lowers the hatch. You can see that the glass has been breached. It's not all completely broken,
We will make a bigger
but now
entrance.
it's
Slagged open a little bit.
We will
it was not so much the glass as some of the structure around the glass that went. Which is interesting.
We will make a
Wow.
bigger
Nice
engine.
glass.
That's
Yeah,
tempered
good
glass.
window.
Yeah, right.
It's that glass that's unbreakable except for the frame.
Let's say, yeah, it's like
Or
an
either
iron
or-
door and a cheap wooden frame, right?
Yep.
All right. Soren
Put together with
activates
aluminum
his
foil.
Right.
collapsible riot shield and
Rusty hinges.
goes for the jump or the
Okay.
walk.
And you don't have to make a roll, but to jump.
Okay.
Everyone else behind you probably will have to figure out how to jump.
So,
So are you going alone, or is everyone coming up right behind you onto the
Yeah,
balcony?
in rank and file.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, securing the beachhead, so to speak.
I mean, I would like to make sure to see the balcony holds his weight before I jump down.
It does, although there's bits of areas where it's crumbled, and there's, especially where the ship hit it more than the
Yeah.
grenade, but there are pieces that are just,
Knocked over a planter.
well, knocked over railings in the corners, like, there's a little bit of whatever
maybe-
the future
maybe bust the
equivalent of
window
rebar
open so
is
It
sticking
is,
out
it is
now.
unsteady, yeah.
Yeah.
The reinforcements have been
Yeah.
knocked away.
Once I
But it
landed,
doesn't hold the weight of people.
once I landed, I start kicking the window in a little bit more to make a bit more room for everyone.
As long as he's not immediately under fire, then we should follow.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check.
I can also send my familiar Bonded companion in
Right.
there.
Little bit.
Yes.
21.
As you get the glass area pried back some, you realize it's really quiet up here. Like, unusually quiet. There's no wind. You'd think there'd be wind. The only thing you really hear much of is the ship. You don't hear the people downstairs.
That is odd.
Mm.
Do any of you hear anything else?
You don't hear him say anything to you.
Yeah.
I hear the wind.
Okay, I'll hop over.
So while you're hopping, I'll say, if he's in some sort of unnatural silence, beware of espers. Can how he's more than 10 feet away from me, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this phenomenon might be familiar to Espers.
And well, once I get within 10 feet, I can message him. Mental missive, but too far away.
Once you get over the balcony, you'd be close enough.
Well,
Who's next? Who's second in line?
I'll go.
Okay. You just put the pilot into auto. Just
Hold it stationary, please.
Okay.
I'll
He goes second.
be there to catch now that I've broken a bit more of the landing room,
Yeah, you know there's nothing you can squeeze through and to get in at this point.
just in case anyone starts to take a long drop for the short stop.
All right, I'll go in. You'll catch the next person. And by the way, did you see anything interesting happen here? We couldn't hear you back from the ship.
Well, we couldn't hear any of you either. So we don't know if we thought it was odd. We were wondering why we weren't hearing any wind. Once you open the hatch.
All right, well, I'll go in through the window and look around.
So you're the second one in. So you're on the balcony. And are you going into the place now, or staying out on the balcony waiting for everyone?
I'll stay there. The place looks like there was no one there, right?
You can't look in. The glass is dark.
Oh, I thought it was already. I thought I broke.
You pried it back.
Oh.
Are you going in? That's my question. What are you doing from the balcony then? Are you going in? You
Well,
looking
that's-
in,
that's
waiting
what
for them?
If you want to be in first, I'll catch whoever comes next.
Yeah, we will make sure that no one sneaks up on us. So I'll go in, shield drawn.
You're the vanguard.
Yeah.
And you take a hit. Roll me initiative, please.
Oh.
You get hit by some kind of an energy weapon that hits your shield. I need you to make a strength check also after.
Nice.
Okay. So let me get the initiative going here. All right, here we go. 16.
Okay.
And my strength check.
What does your shield do?
Basically, it's a physical shield. It's not an energy shield, but it's
Okay.
it's a riot shield that's just like able to telescope
Right.
up and collapse down. It's
Okay.
so if it's an energy thing, I'd assume it'd do like burn it and or start cooking it.
It's a bonus to armor class.
Yeah, it's an armor. In game terms, yeah, it's just +2 AC.
It smokes it, and you take a point of damage, and there's slag on part of the top that's opened, and it's freaking hot. And you guys see this blast go through the glass. There's a bigger hole in the glass at this point.
We don't hear it though.
You don't hear, you see it, but you see like this hole open up in the glass. It's some kind of a beam.
Okay. I have done the bad thing and rolled a 1 on my strike check.
Yeah, you drop the shield.
Okay.
Not too bad. You just drop the shield.
It's gonna need to be repaired anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But you know there's some hostility concerns now.
All right. Be advised. I shout to Jack if he can hear me. I don't know if he can, but he can.
Oh,
Okay.
you can mouth to him. He did see the hole get made in the glass.
And your shield get blasted away. I think you have to give him the signal.
Oh, you know, that could be completely unrelated to the situation at hand.
Remember, this is the signal.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
May the rest of us act, or is it?
Yeah, it's
Are we
so.
going into
So
initiative
the two of you are on the balcony, or the two of you are still following up
Yeah.
behind. So you guys can get across. So you get across, and now you're all on the balcony, and it's silent on the balcony.
And I saw the energy blast.
And you saw the energy blast.
Needler at the ready.
So, who shot?
Huh?
Who shot?
You don't know. You can't see through the glass.
Oh,
You were going into the room to look.
okay.
So let's see about this time. All right. Well.
So initiative for whoever it is.
Oh, here we go, natural 20.
Oh. Natural 20 is a good initiative roll. It's one of the few places where the natural doesn't really add a whole lot.
Yeah, everybody goes once.
Yeah.
I go on 23.
10 for me.
Okay. So 20, what did you have,
I think I had a 16.
Jack?
24.
Oh, wow.
10.
Okay, 24. You really can't get through him because he's like in the hole, so I'll just wait. So you're at the hole and you know that you're kind of exposed still.
Yeah.
Since
A little exposed.
The glass goes all the way across the balcony.
All right. I think I'll go into the hole. If I
Okay, so you're gonna go into the breach.
breathe once more into the breach.
Okay, make a perception check.
Cry havoc. Let slip the dogs of war. 13.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
I do that good. Of course, I also do strength checks good. I'll spend one of my stunt dice to give me a little bit of extra drive for that.
Boost die.
One on the stunt die, so I've got an 11.
A blast misses you as you roll through, and you see in the middle of the room there's a floating drone, about that big, and it looks damaged, like it's already fallen under attack, but it's still defending.
I see.
And Jack, when he goes through the room, you can see now into the room enough to see that there's a drone floating in the center of the room that looks like it may be a defensive system.
Is it still my turn, or?
It's your turn.
Okay, yeah. Well, then I will.
So you're in the room fully.
I'm in the room fully. I will unslug the shotgun and try and take the pop off.
Okay. Take a pop. Pop, pop. Natural
No,
13.
I wish.
8.
It's not athletics based, so probably rolled well.
An 11.
Yeah. The drone moves when you fire. It seems to be anticipating your angle of shot
We need,
versus your actual shot.
we need to adjust the choke.
All right. What are you doing, Jack?
I'm going to move into the room to attack the drone.
Make me an attack roll.
I don't know I got a new vibro cutlass or whatever, but what
You're
does
not
it do?
close enough to get to it.
Okay.
You'd have to move in and to it.
Okay.
It's
Could I-
firing from the distance of the room, and this room is big.
Right. Zipping about evasively.
Yes.
With my cunning action, and using dash as a bonus action, can I get up to it?
With dash, you could
Okay.
do it.
So I'll do that.
So you do that,
right,
and you
right
can
on top
tap
of
it.
it.
Specialist dash.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll get you some distance.
Is it 22?
That'll hit.
What kind of damage does it do?
Oh, the vibroblade, it
Yeah.
does a D8. Sorry.
D8. Okay.
It's a long blade.
And you're swinging at it too?
No, I took a shot with a shotgun.
Oh,
so-
okay.
I missed.
Yeah.
Hello.
And when you hit it, a shield goes up, but you go through it because you're using a physical attack. You can see like the shield goes up, like seems to be around it. And when you hit it, it's small enough that you have impact and it flies back against the wall some behind you. Okay, who's next?
I'll let the
Someone else.
person in front of me go first. Or like, breach, go, go, go.
I guess that would be me
Yeah,
then.
since we're in line.
So I see this thing shooting at them, and I say, "But you want me to go in there? They're shooting." I approach the entrance. Do I see that if there's any cover in there, like furniture or anything I could get into?
I was gonna say any
No.
cubicles to hide.
Okay, then.
It's pretty sparsely
Okay. Then I will.
botanistic, feng shui kind of place.
Have you modernism,
Oh, nice.
you'll be the death of us.
There's a Zen garden in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
There's
Why-
not even anything higher than like waist level.
Yeah, there's just
Right,
four
the tables on
pillars.
the side.
There's nothing.
Why can't it be brutalist architecture? That's some good cover right there.
So I'll run up to the breach, aim at it, and how far is it? More than 30 feet from
Yeah.
the entrance zone. So I'll aim at it and shoot a force bolt, and then I will step to the side so that I'm not in the breach.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Little cover, and so I take a pew pew. This dice is going in dice jail. That's a 2, so that
So it
misses.
wasn't a 1. There's somebody right in the way.
Alright, so
So
Whoa.
something like attack something wasn't the drone and it misses you.
with Kelleran out of the way, I'll just move into the breach and I'll take a level 1 shot with my needler at the drone thing. But I rolled a 2 on the die.
Yeah,
Wow.
Totally missed. Doesn't get close.
That's why I'm only doing single shots.
Spray and pray, my dude.
And Jack, you get hit with some kind of physical attack from it.
Oh, what's it do?
It looks, well, you're going to take damage from it, but
Okay.
are you wearing any kind of armor or shield or anything?
Yeah, armor.
What are you wearing?
PSD.
No, armor jacket.
Okay. You take 3 points from some kind of a needler type weapon built in.
Projectile.
Yeah. Yeah. And it also attacks you, but it misses.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 24. Jack.
Swing it again. Maybe I'll step to the side a little so they have a.
Because those that are shooting, yeah. Don't worry, I didn't even come close to you. Or you.
Yeah, thanks.
Make me a perception check as you back away from it.
24.
As you back away, you're realizing you're creating space between you and Soren. And you can see that part of this robot is really blown out on the back.
Oh, okay. Can I
And
get
it seems to be
around
doing
that?
what it can to kind of keep that part.
Yeah, can I get around to that part?
Yeah, you have the speed to do it.
Okay, I'll get around to that and try and stick right in there.
Okay.
23.
Nice.
That'll
Or
hit.
21, sorry. 6.
Okay. You get whatever wedged in there. You have a knife, I assume.
Yeah.
Or using the vibroblade. What are you using?
Oh, much damage I can do. I try to
Tribal
stuff it all the way
cutlass,
in there. if I
So it gets in there, and you're not holding the thing, and it's still flying, and it attacks you. Well, actually, it's not its initiative. It will attack you if it survives. You're up, sorry.
Oh, and I will.
You realize this thing's now stuck on the end of his blade from the back.
Does it have any manipulator appendages, or
No.
does it just shoot stuff at? Okay. So yeah, I'll try and hold
It's
it
a
still.
ball.
Okay.
How high is the ball up? Is it going higher or is it just
Not
about?
anymore.
Oh,
Head
okay.
level.
Well,
A little higher, probably. He had to stick up. So.
Sword tosses away his shotgun. And gets the shock mode going and goes in for the Louisville Slugger approach.
Okay.
Anytime.
Hold on. There we go. Point out to the stands and get a nat 20.
Yeah.
Hey!
Which is funny because if you hadn't done there, I just rolled that to hit him. And I forgot, oh, he has his initiative first. So that's funny. You smoke it. There's only a point left anyway on it. But it was like Louisville Slugger. Awesome. And it hits the wall and
Does candy fall out?
okay.
Munitions.
Mechanical.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Count.
The two of you.
Trips fall. 17.
There's a trail of blood on the ground right near where you are, on the opposite side of where you are. Like you're over here, they're here, and then on this side of you, going around a wall.
Blood.
Blood that way.
Being safe.
It's dead.
Room all
It is-
clear.
it is less dangerous.
Less. Hold on. Don't go around the corner yet. My little familiar will poke around. My bonded companion floats around the corner.
Sort of picks up his shotgun and
Close
reloads
my
it.
eyes. Connect with it.
And it goes around the corner, and you can see the trail continues across this big room that has all kinds of short walls in it, like, this high. It looks like the room is kind of broken out into little sections for maybe work areas, desks on each side and things like that, maybe a personal staff or something. And the walls they kind of hide what's behind them. But you can see the trail goes back around them and back to whatever's on the other side of the room.
And some low cubicles. The blood trails into them.
Do you see any hostiles?
Don't. But there's plenty of cover.
Cover is good. Oh, cover can be good.
For them, maybe not good. All right. I'm here. Feel free to go in front.
We will. And we go in front. Just
And you head and make me a perception check. You too, Jack. I assume you're going to.
And we can hear once we get through the balcony.
23. There's probably a sonic dampener out there to kind of keep it quiet so you can think,
Not have to hear.
Not be eavesdropped in on.
etc.
Corporate spies.
What'd you make?
23.
8.
It's a good thing you're first.
Mom always said if you're gonna be dubbed, you gotta be tough.
Yeah. Near one of the cubicles, there's a needler on the floor, and there's a bunch of little holes along a wall.
Okay. I'll go the
A
direct.
cubicle, not high, a cubicle wall, sorry, a little wall.
Okay. So I'll head towards the direction of where it looks like the firework.
It's right in that cubicle area, whatever is
Anything
happening.
in it?
No, nobody in there. Just a pistol on the floor, on the ground.
Is the blood on that there?
There's a needler. Looks like there was a fight here.
Indeed.
Is it near the blood trail?
Yeah, over here.
Yeah.
Let's follow that trail.
Indeed. Let us follow the blood trail before it goes cold. Speaking of which, is the blood cold?
Yeah, I mean, it's dense, so it would be dried out. I mean, it's not dry, but it's cold.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if it was like 5 minutes ago or whatever.
10.
Okay.
The room
10
is-
minutes, you're like
Okay.
8 minutes, 57 seconds.
The room's all
Like,
environmentally conditioned, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. That's what I'm trying to do, determine rigor after in a freezer.
And you get to the other side of the room, and there's a doorway that's open, and it goes into what looks like maybe is a kitchen or kitchenette.
And that's where the blood trail goes?
Yeah.
Someone was hungry.
Maybe they needed to wash up.
Peek my head in through the door.
And you see a piece of art that looks on a table. The blood trail continues past, but you see a piece of art that looks broken open, and it looks like there's a little built, what may have been a built-in camera left on the countertop.
Huh.
Does this look like the room we saw in the video? Remember we saw... Wait, which way is the blood trail going? Are we following where it went?
Through this room,
Through this room.
Through this
beyond where the statue
Yeah.
is.
Right. The statue is what we saw.
And from here, you can see that there are, once again, low walls on the other side of the room that look into what looks like a living area.
Press on.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a perception. Can I make a perception to look for any ambushes and waiting, any telltale signs?
You tell everybody wait back for a moment while you,
Give the whole military hand signals.
nobody understands you.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
They
Yeah,
bump
you
into
go.
They bump into you.
13.
Doesn't seem like there's anything like that. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything that. I mean, you're tense and you're like high adrenaline, but it doesn't seem like it wouldn't. It doesn't even look like it would be a good place for once.
Yeah. Somebody was trying to set you up, it'd probably not be this scenario.
So I continue moving forward.
Trying to teach them how to be more military.
I'm trying to teach them how to operate operationally.
Right. They're terrible at it.
We all roll.
Jack's not. He's good at it. He gets it.
Right.
And you get around the room and you see a body on the floor. And it's a tall black man, very thin,
We think we have found it.
and there's a device connected to the back neck area.
This is paying him. This is
It's
so what
it's
is
facing down, but
Check for. Does he look obviously dead? Check for pulse.
Let's get. I'll run over to him.
and he's dead. But he's still somewhat warm.
And
Cooling.
and plugged into something. Or
Yeah, there's
something's
something
plugged
on his
into
head.
him.
So this is but the info has been, and brain parts have been removed, so to speak. Has left the machine, the extractor behind, is the idea?
It's the attachment where it goes in.
Yeah.
A rush job.
And so this is similar to what happened to Rafe, but more fatal? Or?
Yeah, it looks like this was meant to be the end of him.
Yeah, okay.
The body is still warm, but we can still see or catch up if we hurry.
I think he's resuscitatable.
I can examine him, but does he look like he's salvageable, as they say? Try to do a medicine.
You can try.
Examination.
Well, is there anything else we need here? Let's take him back to the ship. Get out of here.
Make me a perception check. The two of you.
24.
I rolled a medicine 20 check.
The handle to the door is hanging from the door, like hanging on both sides, like it was removed, not blown out, but maybe quietly removed.
They snuck in rather than went in the loud way. Well, do we take aim and leave, or do we?
What about here? What about here? You hear something from outside that door. And then you see an eyeball look through the hole.
Charge.
Shit, there's people in there, there's people in there! And you hear people back away. You hear footsteps as they back away.
Looters?
Maybe it's some of the short people who work here.
The door is closed, right? Okay.
What?
All the furnishings are low.
It's one of those startups that think they're being cute, Some of those startups that think they're being cute by giving all miniature workstations to promote productivity.
This is a species I figure I just haven't met. All 3 feet tall.
Little ones.
I'm gonna linebacker that door and try and go through it.
Okay.
No.
Do it, Strange.
Literally just go through the door. There is no door. There is only an opening that was a door.
You want to
Is
stunt
the one
die
Did dice
that?
work with you on that? No.
I don't want to waste a stunt die. It's
No,
a
it's a
2.
one, a 2.
It's a 2.
Yeah, it opens in. You hit it the long way, and you hit it hard, and you hear like scurrying on the other side as the door, but it holds, and then it kind of from the pressure of coming the other way.
So,
That was impressive.
Hey, who's there?
well, if there's
Okay, well, that's-
looters or scrappers out there, then whoever we were pursuing is probably long gone.
Yeah.
Probably. Do we take aim or do we?
Yeah, I mean, we're...
Is he? So I examined him. Is he
He's dead.
dead?
Yeah.
So I don't think we can.
He's getting cold.
He's beyond help.
Oh.
So we'd be bringing him so we can bury him, which I don't. I mean, I don't know this man, so I don't feel that obligation.
Make a perception check, Lauren.
Put you to the side for a minute. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. That's all.
You gotta talk him up. Don't
Well,
punish
my
him.
dice are a family. All right.
Your dice did not take their space sweeties this morning.
Yeah.
9.
Huh.
And
I guess let's go. I mean,
Is there anything here
was
that
all
we
wanted.
need or could help? I'm gonna like quickly glance around the area.
Any
Is there-
computer?
Yeah, I don't know what resources would be here for us, but
you hear like in the distance a bit like
oh shit.
and then running.
BRB. And I'm gonna open the door and run.
And you see way down the hall, there's a hallway here,
Mm-hmm.
and there's way down the hall, there's some people running that look like they would live in the deserts.
What do you see?
I'll wave and call it hold as I run towards
They
them.
just keep going.
Hold!
They get to a door and they go into the door. The door.
I'll pursue.
Okay, you see him take off down the hall. And you hear him say, hold. Something like that.
Where's our friend going?
Guess he's chasing after whoever
He,
was there.
Well, we don't leave him alone.
Sword starts booking it.
No.
Like
He passes you. Probably.
Okay.
How fast are you?
I'm about 30.
Everybody moves about the same speed.
Yeah, you don't have like.
I'm not booking
anything
it.
that gives you anything
I'm just
extra.
trying to make sure they don't need
Oh,
help.
I'd love to
Does
make
he dash
I'll make with my luck. I'll make an athletics check to see if you want me to see if I can pour on the speed.
There you go.
You do. I don't do that.
Okay.
You don't have to make a check for that.
He just wants an opportunity.
You catch up to with
Physical
him,
comedy.
and as you do, you
It's
get to a
unintentional.
door that's open, a double door that's open, and inside it there are 2 bodies. One of them is a child.
When you say body, dead people, right?
There's a lot of blood.
The idea now is the
His family. Maybe they said something about that.
Maybe. Yeah, right.
feel for a pulse. Is the child dead?
When you get up close enough, you can see that there's a hole in the neck.
Is
And
it?
it looks very precise in both of them.
As soon as Marl comes up,
Oh,
pick up the child. It's the same. They got to. What
It
color?
doesn't look like they did that.
Oh.
It looks like it was a precise attack.
It's a weapon.
Killed
Oh, okay. It's literally like a or a.
Ice pick
Oh.
or something.
them. Looks like more of a blade than
Okay.
anything else.
Are these
One of them is
are these dressed like a scrapper, or are these look like Ing's children, or
the child looks like like Ink's child.
Okay.
The other woman doesn't look like her.
So I guess, Kel comes around the corner and, oh, okay, well, we heard mention of his family that he had, remember, past tense. I think we should go.
Yeah. Are you recording this?
I certainly can.
Please.
This is the work of,
Someone.
did we see the identity
We
of
have
the people?
You saw the person doing it,
Or was it someone who
but it
we
was somebody in
recognized?
some kind of a suit or armory.
It wasn't our friend
Indoor.
It was not
Indoor
Indoor.
HK.
No.
And there was no identifying marks that weren't identifying themselves as.
Hello.
The suit
This is Blackbird
Does it look like
Operations.
It wasn't like, the Du Bois say hello or something
No,
like that.
the suit looked like a serious stealth suit of some kind.
Right.
Blackbird Combat Operations.
Well, actually, while we're here.
Um,
So do
LLT.
I see computers anywhere?
Oh yeah, there's little computers here and there, but they're they're carryable. Most people aren't sitting down at a computer much.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty rare.
Grab a couple. I guess we should.
Yeah.
Let us depart. Our quarry has left. Our quarry has left the hunting ground.
This is awful.
All right.
Does Soren take the child's body?
Yes, of course.
What are you going to do with that?
We are going to give it a burial.
I'll leave that with.
Should we leave it with his family?
Yes.
Yes.
You
We'll
bring
take
all
it.
three?
We are taking it to Ing, so they can be found together.
Oh, okay. Sure. I can understand that.
He basically picks up the child and the presumable wife. And just
Or guardian,
bodyguard.
or corporate protector.
Yeah.
Nanny.
Right.
Do a quick non search. Does it look like a corporate guardian nanny or
Yeah, it looks like a nanny.
bring them over? Just put them right there.
Alright. Put them together so we can.
Let us depart.
On the way back, where the door is, there's an electronic pad that looks intact, but it looks like the data on it's all very scrambledy looking.
To a door that isn't
No, to the door that you guys
used
into Ing's apartment.
as if somebody had hacked it, maybe, or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Right, penthouse, his apartment, sure.
Whoever did this was quite the infiltrator. We presumably have a new enemy to add to our ever-growing list of enemies.
Well, I mean, they clearly, I would guess they work for Du Bois.
A good enough guess, we suppose.
Alright, well, unless I see something that looks important to bring with us.
So the door data pad still secured to the door?
Yeah.
How easy would it be to dismantle?
It's not dismantled. It looks like it was hacked.
But I mean, how easy would it be to pry it off? Like give it to Boots so he can decrypt it?
Oh,
I mean, real easy.
you could probably do that with, if there's nobody trying to stop you, you have tools to do
I
it.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could do it.
Yeah, I pry
Sure.
it off. So for Boots.
Yeah, for boots.
Yeah. You might be able to trace the signal or something.
Gain some insight into who did this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess while I'm walking out, I mean, I'm going
Computer.
investigator, but
Let me ask this: from what we've seen now, from all the, aside from the beginning part where we were following the blood trail with the needler, was there any other signs of a struggle? Like Ig never. We know that Ig got jumped because we saw Ig get jumped.
Yeah.
There's no signs of like a needle fire anywhere or.
So where we found the one needler, there was peppers of needles.
Yeah,
shots on the wall.
that's what I was saying. Aside from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only market stuff that signified a struggle or conflict.
while we're going through this, I will go ahead and use
Make a perception check while you're looking at the pad, because you're still trying to pad out. You right?
Me, perception for me?
Yeah, I'll be doing Esper Sense just to see if there's Esper
I rolled a
effects
1.
around.
There is an Esper somewhere near.
Oh, I can sense the.
Yes.
It's me. Yeah, is it? Not one of these?
They're all answers.
Yeah, not one of these four?
It is not one of them.
Okay.
Those three.
Well, do I have a sense of like where, who, or what? they're
Very
doing?
close.
There's another Esper here, maybe unseen. So I don't. Yeah. So if there's a specific effect, I can focus on it. But if there's not, like
There's a specific effect. You're at the end of a hallway that turns into this door. And it seems like on the other side of the wall at the end of the hallway, there might be one.
okay, so like something's obscuring it, like an illusion, or somebody's invisible, or something.
Maybe.
In your head, since I'm now within 10 feet of all of you, you
Yeah.
hear me telepathically communicate. There's an Esper at the other end of the hall, maybe invisible.
The other end of the hall is like 3 feet away. Like this ends at the hall ends here at the door.
Okay, so would that person count as something, because I can see, for talent terms, some of these talents require me to be able to see a target. Does this
Line of
count as-
sight, yeah.
Does this count as somebody I can see, or is it more like knowing that they're there but not seeing them?
I think that if they were visible to you, you would see them.
But they're not
But
visible.
they may not be visible, but they're close enough that you can sense that they're there.
So if I have
And you can sense what direction they are.
Okay, so no, but I couldn't, like suggestion.
So, like,
that's
you know,
me.
at the end of the hall, they're right behind this wall at the end of the hall.
Okay, so but I don't have direct line of sight on it. So
No.
I can't do that.
Question.
Yes.
You sent that message via your Scrima, your
Yeah, Larima.
You were able to answer back,
Respond,
right?
yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it's
respond.
telepathic as long as he's within 10 feet.
Grenade.
Yeah, it's like 3 feet from this right
In
now.
behind the wall or in front of the wall? Like right here?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Are
As
they
soon
big?
as-
Seems like they're behind that wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's an illusory
Right,
wall.
because the deck can penetrate some barriers thinly.
Yeah, right. Or they're right on the other side of the wall. It's too close.
Have we been on the other side of the wall?
No, my needler.
Do I, like, looking around, how would we get there?
I'll put my hand on the wall to make
It
sure
goes
it's
through the wall.
Yeah, this is illusory wall.
Oh, okay, I go dashing
Grenade.
through. Grenade, what? No.
Can I just say out loud?
I dashed through that
And the
way.
wall disappears.
Oh, okay.
They're
And
not
there's-
cute. They're not a threat.
And there's a woman there who's just shaking. She's urinated herself. Like,
She was hiding from
she's terrified.
we have a witness.
We're not here to hurt you, sorry.
I lower
Sorry.
my weapon.
Yeah.
We're not with them. We're not with the other bad guys.
Yeah.
Puts the grenade away.
And the child's body that you're still carrying, presumably. Yeah.
You might have left
Yeah.
the rest already next to
Yeah, but I think by this point,
Yeah. Well, he was fidgeting with
Yeah,
them.
I'm still.
Yeah.
I'm Jack, who are you?
I'm Renata.
Did you work for Mr. Ames?
Nice name.
Nice. Yeah.
Did?
Odessa's dead. So is his child.
And she just like falls, like crying.
Here, you might want to come with us, because I don't know what's going on here. It's pretty dangerous around here.
I know that the scrappers came in and
Oh, those weren't scrappers.
This wasn't the scrappers that did this.
what do you mean the scrappers are riding?
This was not scrappers. I can show you video later if you want, if you need proof. This was an
He was
assassin
killed
spy.
by elements of the Dubois family.
we believe, highly trained infiltration operative.
But I don't think you necessarily want to be here right now.
You can get me out of here?
Yeah, come on.
I'll come.
Is the person like injured or anything or not?
No. Just
Terrifying.
terrified.
What was your relationship with Odessa as we're walking along?
I was a personal assistant for the family.
I have an ability out of my investigator, so I'm going to try and use insight to see do I believe her.
Sure.
Accurate. 19.
Absolutely telling the truth.
Okay. Ooh.
Can you explain to us in your own words what happened to lead you to hide in?
There have been scrappers coming in and out. There was nowhere to hide inside there, so I just figured at the end of the hall, just make the hall a little less big so I'd have a place to hide and they would turn and leave and they wouldn't find me. There's nowhere to hide in there.
Did you see scrappers come into?
Just a few minutes ago, a bunch of them left.
It was the
But they've been coming in and out for hours now.
the one speaking it, let me,
Those were scrappers. The people that killed me were not.
Oh, the one I shot at?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that,
The one in the brown, in
is
the
that your
brown thing?
healer?
Yeah, that's my needler.
Oh,
It,
yeah.
it didn't even hurt him.
Oh, yeah, they probably had good armor.
He like ignored me.
Hmm.
Well, shouldn't say he. The person in there ignored me. I couldn't see who it was. They were in some kind of a suit. I think it was some kind of a, I don't know, maybe a deep desert suit or something.
Do we? Yeah, I can't. I think I have the ability to show her the image that we saw from AIM originally. Did we ever have a recording of that?
Presumably it came through the
Yeah,
ship.
I mean, we've recorded everything we can, so
Yeah.
past history is
Well,
everything.
if it's possible for me to pull out my personal data pad or whatever and show like a screen cap or a freeze frame of that individual.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that doesn't look anything like a scrapper, right?
Not at all.
That's not a scrapper.
But it sounds like this person just doesn't know what a scrap
Right,
is.
yeah, that's totally fine.
Maybe dressed like a scrapper.
He wasn't dressed like a
But
scrapper.
this is
Okay,
the
not in
person-
arid environment gear.
No, the only thing that makes it look scrappery is that the suit was kind of brownish.
Okay, fair enough.
to still see.
Gotta collect all that water, so.
Yeah.
It's the worst scrapper disguise.
All right, well, Renata, we can get you on our ship and get out of here. I don't know where we can take you, but you're probably not very safe here. If they find out there was a witness, that might be a problem.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But I have family.
Well, that's why we want to get you out of here.
Yeah. Well, let's get out of here for now, and we can talk about next steps.
Yeah.
We need a ship meeting.
Oh, good.
That's all it took was death of a child, your best friend, or your best patron.
Soren pipes up. We think that the renaming of the ship can wait till a later time. We have more pressing issues.
And now we plan.
Yeah. I will add it to the memorandum.
That's right. All right, we're using Robert's Rules of Order.
There you go.
Or please add to the meetings minutes. We are.
So what are you doing?
As his personal assistant, is there anywhere he might have kept notes or
Sensitive
anything? I grabbed
documents.
these.
Yes, office.
Okay, show us where.
Okay, she takes you into the room. She's still shaking,
Yeah.
by the way. She's not like stopped shaking.
Oh no, yeah.
And she turns right once you go in rather than left. You came from the left.
Yeah.
She continues further in, and at the back of this area, there's not a door. There's a wall, and she walks through the wall.
Like a division or.
Yeah. And she comes back. It's in here.
Okay.
I don't think that is.
And once you get through the wall, then there's a door. There's like a space between this hologram of a wall and then the door, the wall that actually is there.
Does the door look breached?
No.
This might be good. Yeah.
Is it like just a regular door or a vault?
Yeah, it's a door.
What's
Well,
that?
you can't open it. She punches in a code
Oh, okay.
and it opens. And there's a room in here that is about the size of the rest of the apartment with a few desks, a couple desks, his and an assistant's desk, a little place to sit and talk, like a rounding table kind of thing, and then just plants and stuff wrapped around the edges, like a trellis, like all along the sides, and then it all looks out to the outside.
Very tasteful.
Part of it, is probably illusionary, the same on the outside as holograms.
Tridimensional projection.
Yeah. And she goes, this is his office.
Where would he keep his files, his important information?
Right there on the pad.
We might just grab that.
Yeah.
Let's grab whatever is useful and let's scoot, I suppose. We're around for anything else.
I'll do a quick search for anything. I have the pad. So
But yeah, anything else that would have memory storage.
He doesn't, everything's either stored there
Yeah,
or
datapad's
in
good
the,
enough.
in the company's systems.
yeah, after a brief sweep, there's nothing else.
There's like a little sidebar, like a wet bar or something like that.
There's probably a bar somewhere.
Oh,
Sake bar.
Good, yeah.
Soren gives him a slight look of disapproval, stealing a dead man's booze.
yeah. I mean, he would want someone to have a friend to have this.
Did you just say you didn't know the guy?
So we can toast him.
Well, it's for yeah, right.
That's
I'll
alright.
see if I can find a real flower bloom to take.
Soren's reaching for the vodka.
Yeah.
Can we go? If the looting's done, that's
I think I know you.
Us?
You.
Us.
Yes.
How do you know us? We have never met you.
We have worked for Mr. A.
Have we met you?
Let me see his pad.
Slide the pad.
And she puts in a code and it opens and you can see it. Oh no,
There
open
might be a
up.
file on you.
Joyce. Congratulations.
She goes, that's you. And there's a picture of you.
That is
And
indeed.
there's information with it.
What sort of information is on there?
Whatever he knew about you.
1479 Soren.
Yeah, data, details. And interestingly, there's a file that, at the bottom of that is locked.
Ooh. Oh. Well. They even have my record for dealing with the Trillion piracy. I thought I got rid of that.
If it's publicly known or available,
Yeah,
it's there.
it was a public contract way back in the day.
Yeah.
We are intrigued by this file here.
You were one of the friends with Rafe.
Yes.
That is
us.
Do you?
I don't recognize the rest of you.
He is new. Well, he is old, but he isn't down new.
We
I mean, he didn't really share much of this with me. I think he mentioned you once, and I just kind of remember seeing your face.
we've been Rafe was mostly the contact person.
How is Rafe?
to
Do you know where he is?
And she steals up a little bit. I don't know who you are.
That's fair. I get his location safe. We appreciate that.
Okay.
we find it off. Fix the pad. We'll have to see about getting this decrypted later.
Would you like a ride to your family?
Please, I'd like to get them out of here.
Are they in the building, or are they in the...
Elsewhere in the city.
Yes.
We will see what we can do.
I don't live here. Only Amy lives here, and the rest is offices.
Not anymore.
And a museum, but
Ooh, museum.
We can schedule a tourism trip later.
I don't think there's anything left.
Oh,
The
right.
museum was on the ground floor.
Relics, valuables, historicals.
The last tree left from the original Earth was there.
Oh my god.
The first non-genetically created tree.
Oops.
Well, they needed firewood, you know? How do you get it?
It's a 3,000-year-old bonsai.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's really depressing. Alright, let's take
This whole situation is very depressing.
Maybe we should take her to her family and make sure we can stay in contact in case her eyewitness testimony.
Help them get out of here too.
And
Yeah.
you see somebody peek out of the door way at the end of the hall again, and they back up when they back out when they see you guys up there.
The looters are waiting for them to clear out.
It's more scrappers or scavengers.
I don't.
Did I get
See
a,
that as my
did I
job
get a
to
half
stop
person
them.
look at them, or just
It was for sure a scrapper or someone made to look like a scrapper.
we should?
Would you have experience with people that are made to look like scrappers?
Alright, that's right.
We think we should leave now.
Yes.
We have gleaned what we can.
Maybe we can, while we're on the ship, we can record her testimony.
Yeah.
Well, let us get to the ship first, lest our vultures grow bold.
We are in agreement.
Back to the ship, I suppose.
And you head out the balcony, and when you get to the balcony, the ship's not there.
Ooh.
Oh, is it hiding?
Can you hear
Shit,
it?
where are you?
No, we'd be able to see it.
Oh, we'd see it, yeah.
We're under pursuit by a marshal ship. That
Oh,
Wood says the ship is on autopilot trying to lose them. We'll have to come back as soon as we get this done, taken care of.
We're going to have to fight our way down to the ground floor.
Give me an ETA on that? Are we talking?
well, maybe let's
hours?
make our way
I don't
through
know.
the city.
I'm not a pilot.
Very
All right.
well.
Good luck, folks. Computer.
Maybe let's go the hard way.
Opportunity.
Opportunity.
See if we can.
Price-opportunity.
All right, well, it looks like we'll be with you for a while longer, Renata.
We're not leaving.
No, apparently not. The
Yeah.
marshals are chasing our ship,
We are leaving.
but we're going to leave down.
Through the riots? We'll never make it. We'll never make it.
Our ship will meet us.
There's hundreds of people wrapping, maybe 1,000 around this building. This is the corporate headquarters. The whole riots are about people like this. Apparently.
Our options are limited.
We will make it.
Either we make it.
Let's see.
Well, actually, from where we are, it just looks straight down. How crazy is it down there?
Oh, it's crazy. There's fire
Oh, okay.
around it. I mean, this building won't burn, but
Okay.
I mean,
but they've been trying.
but it is literally like it would be like elbowing your way through a crowd.
Yes. And you can see that it's like that around a lot of buildings. There's patches between them that are more open, not open, but more open. And then around some of the buildings, there's just
Maybe there's a way out, not through the crowd, subterranean, or
Is there another way? Or let's just be part of the crowd.
we could.
Power the people!
Yeah, we could
Put our
present
bandana.
as
We have had experience with this
Yeah. Either way.
could do that.
Well, do you know of any
subterranean
more expedient
exit.
ways out of here?
are any of you a pilot?
Yes.
Oh, he has the AIM plane.
Oh.
well.
Do you know how to fly aeroplanes?
Is it on the roof? Where is it?
Yes.
Oh well, there we go. You're gonna go down.
Soren is once again disappointed he doesn't get to go to the museum.
Go waiting for
He is
the crowd.
Twice he has been thwarted.
The museum has been picked clean.
Yeah,
We don't know that yet.
it will only make you sad.
I'm already sad.
Fair. All right, let's find stairs up then. We'll lead the way, Renata.
It's right over here. You go right up through his office. There's a stairway up.
Right at the top floor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
And when you get up, there's a small hangar bay, and there's a plane in it. Well, you know, to be,
Shuttle.
like a shuttle kind of
Yeah.
plane.
Okay.
It's not like an aeroplane. It's more like a small shuttle.
Okay.
Maybe a reception check.
Exemplary.
19.
It looks like not only is it locked down, somebody has done damage to the plane. Purposeful damage.
Oh, they're trying to sabotage him. Oh, man.
I don't think they
Well, let's
tried. I
see.
think they
How-
succeeded.
Yeah, how bad? I'll go look, because
There's a couple of parts that look missing. You can tell that there are parts that may be missing. And there are lines that are cut all over the place. Liquids dripped out all over. Like
this isn't gonna fly.
She will fly, but not far.
One direction.
Do I think it will fly at all?
No.
Not this time.
Yeah, it's not an aeroplane like it would not glide.
It would just
It
plummet.
needs power.
Push it over.
That'll clear the riot.
Yeah, we can clear the sign out here.
All right. Well, down it is.
Yeah.
Or we hold up for a
And
long
she looks so
time.
disappointed.
Oh, well.
No, well, we're just
Stay in the middle of us.
Why do you look excited and happy?
It is a long and complicated explanation.
He's itching for a fight. Just
Yeah, that's not
Yes.
that long and complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Soren looks off wistfully. Yes, that is it. A fight.
All right. Well,
Might the aeroplane have drop gliders?
Huh?
I don't know that we
Or a parachute or something.
Yeah, do we want to do that into that? I don't
Jump
know.
off of the building. If you can,
I
dramatic.
think we can make it as riders better.
Yes.
We don't look like corporates either, so.
And we're
You don't
going.
want corporates.
True.
Quick, find some dirt to roll then.
Was that how scrappers look to you?
Here,
Rioters.
Dirt.
There you go, yeah.
God, a can of fresh dirt.
why do you keep a can of fresh dirt on you? For when there's these situations?
Oh, I pull out our handy balaclava. One for you. One for you.
Oh, yeah.
Or balaclavas. I always keep them.
Yeah, he has.
Whoop. All right. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I've got a breather mask. I look all kinds of goofy, weird looking things.
I'll put it on over the clothes that I was given by the Romanov family.
Yeah,
Fine
Oh, you're wearing really nice
my
clothes.
balaclava.
There you go.
Nothing to see here.
Well, I can alter my appearance.
Yeah, and I can become invisible, so.
And as you get down, as you cross out of his office, you hear noise from the hallway.
I know where we can get some scrapper clothes. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you want us to go beat up the poor scrappers?
It's time to spank some scrappers.
Just ask them for their clothes. It's their decision whether they hit themselves in the beating. Who wants to get naked?
That always goes over well.
Yeah.
Soren calls out, "We need your clothes, your boots, and any transportation you have. Surrender them peacefully."
And you hear a needler fire off. Not at you, sort of.
Right. A warning shot.
Yeah.
We've got a needler, somebody said. All right, well, I still say we go out there.
There you go.
We just.
So we are jumping these individuals for their garments. Is that the
You
plan?
can have their undergarments. I'll take their overgarments, but yes.
You don't know
Do we look passable enough now?
You don't look like scrappers, but you don't look like corporate people either.
I think that's probably good. We're right. Just,
All right.
we're
We
up.
could-
We're up
Most
for a
of
good
the
riot.
city is not scrappers.
Yeah,
There it is, yeah, we're up for a good riot. That's
All
good.
right. Well, we still have to go that direction to get out of here, though, don't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Well, we can shout, like, "Well, we're coming through. Clear out."
Yeah. Back up if you don't want to get hurt.
We have grenades.
Actually, we do. That's frightening and true.
And you don't hear anything. It goes quiet out there.
Soren will walk forward.
And you see at the end of the hall a couple people. They look like they're kneeled down. And one of them has some kind of a long arm.
Aiming at us.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we know, I'm kitted up in full armor gear. I've got a shotgun here. I've got a grenade belt.
And he backs over to the side of the door and disappears.
All right.
The problem is he went the way you need to go.
Right.
We're going that way. We're going down. And I just keep going that way.
Yeah, behind them, heading slowly.
Is there anything up there?
A bunch of dead people.
No, stuff.
Booze.
Yeah, there's some booze.
Can we go past you?
Sure. Just don't touch the dead people.
Why would we touch the dead people?
I don't know. Why would you touch the dead people?
We don't know what you're into.
There's four of them, and they kind of like,
It's just
they're
that
all
awkward.
very nervous.
Yeah.
The awkward
One of those, like-
silence. We're in the hallway here. We're just sidling away from each other.
Right, and they do that. They kind of like, what do they keep looking at you as you go. And
Sidestep
you
slowly.
And they turn around and back into the apartment area, and you
That way
get
it
past
All
them.
right.
Yeah.
And you're to the door.
Okay,
you
good.
get down the hall to the door.
Excellent. You did not need to use any more grenades or fire any
There
more
you go.
shots.
Excellent. Good luck storming the castle.
Yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. All right.
I believe we are going to be storming the castle in a
Yeah.
moment.
So, all right, let's head down.
Reverse storming the castle.
Retreat.
Yeah, we're already storm back down.
Storm out of the castle. Right? All right, so let's.
Oh, now we got to take the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, there's power. We can still go down.
Yeah. Whatever.
Take
So
the-
we're all just standing there.
There's no
listening.
elevator.
There is no elevator. They got the. Is this so
The
awful?
elevator's not working.
We actually need to do the Ghostbusters thing.
Alright, so it's there.
Yeah, but you're going down.
Down.
Yeah, we're going down, yeah.
It could be worse. You could be going up.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that will make it worse.
Literally the
Yeah,
only.
down
No.
to a riot.
Yeah, well, yeah. That.
And every now and then you hear a door from some floor down below somewhere open. You hear people talking or yelling at each other, up or down. And every now and then you see somebody and they tend to back away. Most of them don't look like they're armed to be in an assault.
They look like guys with pipes and bricks.
Yes, exactly. When they see like real weapons on you guys,
Right, or
they
front
tend to not want to instigate, so they back their way up. They pull into a door or what have you. The doors tend to be locked, but they're just busting the locks on the doors all over the place. You see stuff strewn through them, like they're like stuff they've taken and it's fallen or broken, and they just left it, that kind of stuff. And the further down you go, the more of that you see. And then eventually you get to a place where it opens up into what looks like museum offices.
Cape for the museum, not the offices.
We're close though.
Close. Indeed.
Alright. Do we think this is like the ground floor?
No, it's probably a couple floors up from the ground floor.
So Nick stealing himself, stealing his resolve.
And then you get to a point where the next flight is super tall. Like the steps just keep going down and down.
It
Like,
implies it's a very large
Prime
ground
floor.
yeah. And then you get down and there are big double doors, big metal double doors, and they're open, and you can see into what looks like a mostly destroyed museum. And it's a museum of what seems to be kind of an odd eclectic mix of natural history and scientific achievement, maybe.
Any the history things stand out?
Yeah, there's a huge tree that it's just massive inside like a bubble. And you can only see it from one angle because there's like a big glass window into it. Most of it, like the bottom is white, and it's floating in the middle of the room. And you can see, on the bottom there's an anti-gravity pad, and it's just sitting there floating in the middle of the room, and it's very slowly kind of rotating as it goes.
Is it burning?
It's not burning.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
It seems this wasn't a terrible day after all.
Well, that is remarkable.
Speaking of burning, though, there are things in here that are burning.
Oh,
There are
yeah.
other exhibits that they could get to, some of which have been burned, some of which have just been dismantled or stolen. There's a lot of exhibits where there's nothing left in them, and you knew there were things in them.
Oh,
A lot of things destroyed,
we are.
and you do see people here and there inside there avoiding you at all costs.
Nothing immediately jumps out as like, oh, there's, something amazing. Charles Darwin's Origin Species first edition or something.
The head of
The tree is
statue
the big exhibit.
Right, but it's contained.
It's so well contained they couldn't get to it.
Good.
A bright side in this dark affair.
You don't want to try and bring the tree?
It is a tad big, and Heidegger would get jealous.
Cactus.
There's an
Yes,
exhibit
cactus.
on early genetic manipulation and the creation of genetically modified animals and the gibbony animals. There's a whole exhibit on them.
Oh yeah, that
And
one,
there was a
Fools.
window. It looks like there were windows where there were maybe primates in them, and it's open.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
For sale now somewhere in the black market?
Well, maybe.
Or they got
Meat.
Free.
Meat. Well,
all right, let's try and find a way to an exit, I suppose. Right?
Yeah.
is there a service exit we could make?
Does she? Do you have transportation of your own, like in a parking garage or something?
I take the moving sidewalk.
Fair enough.
I suppose if I had one of those, I would take it too. All right.
I think the moving sidewalk has been taken.
Yeah, it's an absolute party.
Something almost hits one of you and hits the ground and
Uh-oh. I think we found the primates.
Eh?
Don't touch that.
No, you just see in the middle of the floor some like brown substance.
It's a mystery brown substance.
Let's move more.
Which way? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go quickly.
Go away from.
Zigzag. Briskly zigzag.
Serpentine.
Egress.
Get out of here.
Get to an exit.
Yep.
You find your way to a service exit. You're in a museum that has no windows out, so the only way to get out of here is to find a service exit, unless you know how to get to the front, to the opening.
I think service exit's better than going out the main exit.
Yeah. She helps you find the service exit.
Wherever we're not, can show us.
And she says, this way will get us to the exit, but I'm not sure what you're gonna walk into. It's back in the building, going down this way. And it's kind of like, you know, when you go to a mall or something, they have those like exits that are not like main, there's walkways and metal doors, nothing for just long stretches.
Yeah.
Maybe a path.
That's
So
where
far.
right. And then occasionally there's like an electrical room or something and that's what you're in. There's a hallway like that just goes on.
Well, maybe if we open it up, people out there will be more interested in getting access. So we can open the door and let them get in.
I think they already have access to the front door.
Well, hopefully they don't mind us coming out.
It's alright. We will make them.
That's what the grenades are for.
You gonna make a big exit?
Before we do that, let's check in with the ship and see how they're doing. If they're like ready to pick us up, then we might change our plan.
Yeah. Computer boots. How's it going?
Good. We've lost them, but we're waiting for them to move on. They're still in search mode. It looks like another's joined to try and find us.
All right.
So they're running a grid pattern to try and locate us.
We'll probably have coordinates in the city to give you in a bit.
Okay.
We saw a very big tree. It was nice.
A tree.
Supposedly one of the last known genetically modified trees from Earth. It was nice. Very healthy.
Wow.
Just stay safe.
Yeah, we're just waiting quietly.
Alright.
Smooth. That's
We have found a door that is the exit.
Yeah.
And exit.
And exit.
Shall we listen at the door and open it up? Peek.
You can't hear anything through it. Boom, and it opens up and people come rushing in and it,
We let them.
Yeah, get out of the way.
you either back away or you
let them pass.
Off to the side.
ah!
Loot party.
Rushing through, and the streets are just all you see are heads in this area, and a lot of people look scared. A lot of people look like they saw a ghost, and then you hear shots,
Oh.
and then there's suddenly smoke all over the place in the air.
Well, that might be an advantage for us to get out, but it also means there's some trouble out there. Do you want to go into the trouble? That sounds like a thing we would do.
Trouble.
Might serve as a distraction.
This entire city is
Get out of the way!
distracting.
Keep pushing past you and past other people as they come running in.
Alright. Get behind us. We will play cowcatcher.
Let's try and slip past out the door and let people get in.
Maybe a strength check.
We're pushing all the
How strong are you
strong.
feeling?
The blue one. The blue one. This one hasn't been tried yet.
Here we go.
Maybe that one got jealous and talked the others into going
Yeah.
badly. A one?
Uh-oh.
No, but it's single digit. It's a 9.
That might be enough with your bonus.
As you're pushing, you realize you're not going to be able to push all the way through the crowd. You might be able to push out enough to get onto the wall and walk along and crawl the wall, basically.
You know what? We need to get out of here. We need to get out fast, right? Do we?
Now is
Well,
Yes.
better than later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can try and scare them or something. I could put a gravity sphere down and suck them all away.
Ooh, there you go. Why not? Yeah.
Okay. With the bonus, the 9, and the sudden surge of remembering his embarrassment from the door, he did resolve to not let that happen. He gets a 19.
You
Just
pull your way up a wedge to get out. And people really, they're not like pushing against you. They're just trying to get away from whatever's happening over in that building. They're all moving one direction.
Yeah.
And when they see an opening to get into, they're just, as many of them as they can
We
get
are
in.
we are the pebbles in the street.
Should we go with the direction of the crowd down the alley or towards what they're running away from?
It's not an alley, it's a street.
Or street?
Probably away from it, I guess. It would be easier to do.
So we
Well,
went-
and where's your home?
It's that way.
Or is it the wrong way?
It's with the movement of the crowd.
With the living, oh, great, okay, so there we go.
Downstream.
Yep,
Yes.
perfect.
Better Scott.
Once we get out of it.
You get out in the crowd and it can even be hard to stay connected with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
hand over
Because you're in a
hand on
throng.
shoulder.
I mean, you're in a throng. It's like
Yeah.
really tight. And there are people who are panicking, Suddenly you hear smoke start, something goes whizzing above you and then smoke starts going all over the place.
Do believe we have encountered the marshals.
Once we get away from the building a block or so, we can.
Right. So
Make me dex checks.
the closest turning point.
22.
Ooh. 21.
23. 2.
What?
21, 22, 23, 2.
If you count my bonuses, it's 5.
You're moving very quickly and then suddenly you fall. Like something tripped you or you fell over something and then someone else falls over you.
Right. That's the crowd stampede.
And you're strong enough you can push your way up, but there's people on you now that fell also.
We are having a less than optimal day.
Those green cake weedies aren't doing their job.
Luckily you're in the front or else you would have been left behind.
Right? Yeah, we make sure he picks himself up.
Even Renata didn't get run over.
Try and help him
Surprising.
up if necessary.
He can push his way up and out, but there are people that are like also scrambling to get up and they're being pushed over. And as you're moving down the street, though, you start to see fires ahead of you on different sides of the street. Vehicles that are turned on the side that are burning,
Goodness.
and people are trying to flee the area. But you can see you're at an intersection right up ahead, and that's where it seems to disperse in some way. The intersection gives people the ability to kind of spread out some, which they don't have in this area because it looks like they're being pushed back.
So they turn.
So, which direction do you live, Renata?
We need to go that way, and it's straight down the street.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
That's the direction to her domicile.
And that's as good as any. Away from the people shooting.
After you get through the intersection and the fires, and there are people fighting, but they're fighting what look like people dressed in riot gear, and they're pulling them down. People are taking major risks to get to them, and then once they get on them, they start piling. This is a riot that's actually fighting back, not just taking the attack.
Sure.
Please remain close. It is now about to get much more dangerous.
If we can avoid that, the riot place, that'd be nice.
And when you get to the intersection, as you're going through, you can see from another side, there's a wall of marshals with riot shields and weapons. And they're beating the crap out of the people in front of them. But the people in front of them are not completely unarmed or unshielded. And they're doing what they can to get back. And they're using mass to pretty great effect at keeping the marshals from really just marching through. And just the marshals seem to be reticent to just use lethal force, and it's holding them back from being able to completely put an end to this. And you are able to wind your way past, carefully. And once you get to across the street, it starts to clear out pretty quickly, and there's movement available. And there's no marshals here. People are actually mostly running away. There's some that are running too. And then you get to the next intersection, you see, it looks like a lot of them are running around the buildings. maybe they're trying to come up from behind and stuff on the marshals kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
They seem to be moving. You know from your military training that a lot of them seem to be moving purposefully together. Not necessarily like military trained, but smart enough
It's a
to know.
strategic riot.
Right, it's a strategic thing they're
I
doing.
wonder if how many of these
Whatever
are
it is.
on the Romanov payroll.
Flanking maneuvers. Oh, yeah. Troopers.
Provocateurs.
Assets running the gamut.
Well, that's not us currently.
Make me perception checks.
16.
27.
8.
You see that?
21.
The two of you hear somebody say, "They're doing this because the president's dead."
So isn't the president the Dubois? No, that's not the president. He's the head of
He's like
the.
head of the council.
He's the head of the council of courts.
President of the German Empire?
We don't know what president. Would we know? Is there a free system have a president? Or
Yeah,
doesn't?
they do.
So maybe the free system president died.
Yeah.
I mean, communication's supposed to jam, so we can't check the news.
Huh.
It's a coup going on.
Right, got big, yeah.
Yeah, do we? Is this? I mean, we're not really at a time when we can stop and
You don't even
chat.
know who's there.
Right,
Yeah.
There's something in the crowd.
Hey, you know what I heard?
A coup probably occurred,
Yeah.
whether this is the coup or this is just the distraction for the coup.
right.
Something's going
Yeah, who
on.
knows who's on whose payroll now, right? I think we just let's get Renata to safety and then get.
We could regroup when we get to wherever she is, presumably if it's safe.
Alright, let's try and get her to her house just quickly as we can.
Okay. And you keep winding your way through. Every now and then someone takes a shot at you guys, like with a,
Sure, of course.
some, maybe not at you particularly, just in the crowds.
Yeah.
And every now and then you see somebody just drop, like they're hit with something. So far you, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
there's weapons fire going on.
Yeah, it's all random, it seems.
Secret head low, hand on each shoulder.
And the people that tend to fall, you don't see blood. Maybe they're being shot with rubber bullets, something like that from
Gotcha.
marshals.
Right.
I guess that means we didn't get hit.
Nobody got hit.
Damn.
And you keep moving, and she's like, "We have to turn here. It's that building right there." And you see a building that is a decent building, nice. For Mark, it looks like
Upper middle
staff, right? Upper middle class.
Is it not? I mean, is it in decent shape? There's no riots in front
Oh
of
no,
it.
it's halfway, like torn apart.
Oh.
So, where do you live? Let's
Over
go.
there, and you can see she's really worried. And there's rioters coming, running past it. There are people, looters, looks like, coming out of it.
Hopefully our people are safe inside. And let's maybe check in with our ship, see if they are ready for a rendezvous. I guess if things are really bad here, we could take Renata and her people somewhere else. I don't know where we'll be safe.
Possible.
The
But we need-
station.
We need to know, frankly, anywhere other than here seems safe.
Well, let's get your people.
And you get to the building, and you go inside, and there's no electricity, so it's all stairs again.
What floor?
8,
How many floors are in this building?
12.
Okay. Small mercies.
You head up, and as you're heading up, people are heading down, and they push you out as much as they can, get out of the way, and not men necessarily.
Right.
I'm gonna say,
People.
other people.
The rest of the people might get hit.
Smaller people.
Yeah, they don't know either. But it's just tight. There's just not much room left. And as you get up, you see some of the people that are coming down don't look like rioters. They look like people who live here. And some of them look like, at a certain point, you start seeing, it looks like people are being dragged down.
Oh, like who's
Riders.
Riders dragging like inhabitants out?
Yeah. You hear, "Get out of here!" And just throws them down the stairs some. They fall a little bit, they don't
Okay.
get killed, but they get,
We're mainly
hurt.
concerned with Renata's place and who might be there in these guys.
And you keep working your way up. And there you find people injured along the way, injured ankles, bruises, things like that. Nobody's dead that you see. And then when you get to the door of her apartment, you see there's a big hole in the middle of it. Like that. And it looks like it was shot with something scattery. Huh?
In or in through the door or out from the door?
Out from the door.
Okay. Good. Somebody's feisty in there. You want to call out too?
Yeah, right?
A shotgun enthusiast.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, maybe Renata, you should announce yourself.
Please.
I'm here! And then a moment later you hear someone inside shuffling about. And then the door opens. You see somebody look through the hole first. And behind the hole apparently there was some kind of a black cloth. And it moves to the side for a moment. And then who are those? Who are they? And the door opens and there's a shotgun leveled at your face. Not your face, your body.
Friends,
They're with me. Get in there, there's people out here.
shuffle in.
Sure. You get in real quick.
And when you get in, you realize this shotgun's been shot more than just once through the door. There's shots in here and there's a body on the ground.
Okay.
Somebody alive, sitting, leaning against, looks like a rider that was shot. And she goes running over and takes the gun and hugs it looks like a teenager.
Oh my. Is this everyone, Renata?
No, where's father? He's injured in the back.
Let's see if we can help.
People tried to come in and steal stuff. He shot at a couple of them. He shot that one, but there were more that kept coming. So we just had to defend ourselves.
It looks like you did good.
Exemplary performance.
Let's see if we can help your injured father and maybe get you guys out of here.
That's not my father. That's one of the ones he shot. Father's in the back.
Did I mistake a writer for your
All
father?
you
Sorry.
humans look alike.
Human.
You're so overly expressive. It makes no sense.
So yeah, I'll go take a look at him. I have some.
We will keep
minor
watch of the
medical
front door.
Yeah, I'll go in to assist Cal.
And you go in, there's a little kitchen in the back, and he's been shot or something.
Right.
He's injured, and he's tried to doctor himself as much as he can, but he's still got some bleeding happening. It looks like he got shot with a ballistic of some kind that went through.
I have a first aid kit and medicine.
It would be very helpful.
Just patch
That's
him
what
up
it's
enough.
for, yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Stabilize it.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he was going to die. He just looked incapacitated for the most part.
You can prevent further blood loss.
Yeah.
At least staunch.
There's nowhere to go. Everyone knows there's nowhere to go. So they just stayed and.
So all right, well maybe check with the ship. Maybe we can get a pickup off the roof.
Would be nice.
With this, if there's an open area around we can get to.
Signal the ship.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good, we could come. We'll follow your signal.
Okay.
That was all you needed.
And based on we're at 8 of 12,
We'll be
right?
there in about 4 minutes.
Is there a roof access? We can ask Renata
I don't
for a
know.
pickup.
I've never gone to the roof.
Then yes.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Unless you've got a nice big balcony.
We'll have roof access if Soren has to swing up there.
You know most buildings have roof access.
Yeah.
Utility.
Most people know how to get to it.
Right.
Are we taking them with us?
I think so.
Yes.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, we want to go with you.
We can't save
Yeah,
everyone.
Get out of here.
We can save.
It is not
Yeah,
safe.
we're going.
Yeah, that's pretty. Maybe the station in orbit is safer. I don't know. Priestess and Mark. I mean, Mark and Portend aren't.
Off planet, most likely.
It's a big ship.
Don't mind the ghosts.
Yeah. Oh well.
Any interdimensional monsters.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a
Really
safe.
though, anywhere out of visual range is safe.
Yeah.
He's being silly.
It's
All
a,
right.
it's a madness
You will
thing.
probably not be hauled by
Can
a
he
interdimensional
walk?
monster.
No
The
sense.
dad can walk with help.
Okay.
So let's try and get them to the ceiling, or the roof, I mean.
Yeah.
Grab what you need.
Easy.
Yeah, not for me.
Not for you.
Kellen's short. But,
Please acquire what you require. We will be dusting off
What you
in.
need, we're leaving.
that you can carry.
Bring spice.
That's from the teenager. Teenager runs into a bedroom or something and comes out with a briefcase.
We are dusting
Family
off.
photos.
We are dusting off in approximately 4 minutes.
And they start moving with you. And Renata helps them, or, her husband. They are that in last with you guys. He moves pretty slowly.
Sure, of course.
And you get
Way up.
you find your way up to the top, to the 12th floor, and then you find a secure, a service area that's knocked open. The door, off the hinges partially. And you can see there's a ladder that goes up. And it's open.
Yeah, utility access.
You get up there, and when you get to the top, make me a perception check. Oh, you had to decide.
Yeah,
which
with
die
your-
was
with
right
your
or
athletics
left.
die.
That was how you were expecting.
21.
You see somebody coming charging at you with a pipe.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm going to roll a grapple or to basically do a judo flip.
Okay.
I'm about to end its whole career. I'm about to have my whole career ended.
Was it a 1?
No, it's never a 1, but it's always in the
Good.
single digits.
Yeah, you're rolling terrible today.
Yeah.
Like the worst I've ever seen you roll. Didn't somebody jinx that by saying something about that earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you.
Uh,
I think it was you.
I just passed the.
Yeah. None of us are
You know
really
what?
dice cursed.
Right.
I don't want to look like a complete fool, so I'll use the last. So 10 altogether.
You don't grapple the arm or the pipe, but you do miss being hit when he swings at it. You hear this clang as this pipe hits the top of the ladder. And then you see behind him, there's 2 other people coming up. He was the first of them. And it's initiative. You're the only one that can actually do anything. The rest of you have initiative to get up in there
Okay.
after he tries to get up.
We're gonna fight the Plumber Brothers.
I'm last again.
Plumber Brothers.
That's right. It's the plumber twin.
13.
That's right. Mario, Luigi, and Wario.
Yeah, that's right.
Waluigi
Even
time.
Waluigi.
Waluigi time.
Yeah. Throw that fireball at him.
He swings again and he misses. Your initiative.
Well, I don't really want to kill the guy, so I'll just try and grab him and bash his head against the wall.
Yeah, you miss. And somebody punches you.
This day has not been a very optimal day at all.
2 points. And he punches hard. These guys are pretty big. They're like wide, like stocky.
I want them to.
Pull him up! Pull him up!
Ooh.
And one of them like tries to grapple you. Okay, initiative. Back to the top. You're still in the hole, so they can't get in.
All right.
You are being mugged.
I'm being mugged.
Yeah.
And we're all like halfway up the ladder. looking at what's happening.
You okay, Soren?
We are fine.
Okay, good. Oof.
Just a momentary distraction.
Boom. Yeah. Crunch.
You're
Everything's
not very
fine.
good at like wash down into your character.
What'd you say?
You're not feeling good today.
Yeah.
Wash right
Oh
into your
yeah,
character.
it's.
That's right. You
Yeah,
get
yeah,
cold
like
and
you.
so does
Soren
Soren.
has having allergies.
What are you doing? Oh wait, he's got to swing. No.
Okay.
Misses.
Basically, I'm essentially right at the cusp that they're trying to bring in, so I'm gonna just barrel myself out.
Okay.
like an attack / move sort of thing.
The three of them, as you pull up, try and grab you. Make a reaction and try and get you. And they have their hands on you, but not in a way that necessarily benefits them.
Okay, I rolled a 17 for that.
Okay, you get up. There's now an opening. Jack can now get out there too.
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh, there's more! There's more! You hear one of them say. And you see a guy look down at you and
Oh, okay.
what are you doing?
Can I use my
What was your initiative number?
17?
We have had a very long day. We assure you this is not the best course of action for you to take right now. We can and will throw you off this building.
We're gonna throw you off this building.
Oh, there we go. I'm going to use, well, for the guy I can see, intuitive action. So he's got disadvantage on all of his melee attacks against me.
Interesting, good. Okay.
And then I'm going to go up.
That's your dice now. And you get up as he pulls back again with his pipe.
So we're
And he
behind.
swings.
Yeah, we're still down the ladder.
He hits.
Okay.
Wow, that was pretty cool.
Well,
I think there's a hole though, so I think you guys can.
Yeah.
You take
what-
4
what's
points of
Jack?
damage. He hits hard. He has a pipe and he really got you.
Whang.
Back to the top now. There's who can come up. Who's next?
Well, I have a question. So while we're watching this, they're taking multiple actions. Is there possible for me to like hold my action if one of them comes into sight, shoot a force bolt at them or something?
Yeah.
From down.
Yeah, you can now get to the point where you can see out there. And the three of them that are fighting, the two of them are occupied.
Right.
So they're not looking down the hole anymore.
That's fair. You would be. I think you were much better than
I go on 10, so I'll go up the ladder next, and while I'm going, I'll shout, "We are in agreement! One of us is getting thrown off the building!"
One of the three disengages from Soren and starts coming after you, coming toward you.
Okay, I'm coming up the ladder.
Yeah, and you see someone coming towards you. What was your initiative number?
10.
But you're behind him.
Yeah, lower.
Yeah.
6. I rolled a 3. There it still is.
What are you doing?
Well, since they have declared they are going to throw me off a building, I don't like being thrown off buildings.
You
So-
don't.
No,
12 stories too.
12 stories. So I'm gonna take out my knife and now stab someone. You had your chance.
Oh, yeah. Now that you have a weapon,
Oh,
it's very different.
Yeah, right.
Take the boot knife, just right in the shoulder blade.
You get him. Roll damage.
6.
Ooh, that's good. You suddenly hear, "What the hell are you two guys doing up here?" And you see some people behind you now that are standing at that knockdown door. And Renata's there with her husband and the kid, and the kid wheels around with his shotgun.
Yeah.
And
He's the protector.
Uh-oh.
and they back off. And they
Do they look like looters or
Yeah.
security
Not
guard or
tenants.
no?
Yeah, not tenants.
no, but they look like maybe they were with them, and they left.
And they back up.
Yeah, they backed up from the shotgun.
Fire off.
Nobody wants a shotgun to the face. Even armored people don't want that.
Right.
Not at close
Okay,
range.
so you get him with a knife, Jack.
Same thing. I'll do the impose disadvantage on him again, and I'll take a swing.
Do damage.
Am I within 5 feet of Soren?
Yes.
Yeah, you're engaged with somebody he's engaged
A
with.
sneaky attack.
Yeah.
13.
Oh, he goes down.
Is that the same one? that he
The
hit?
person he backs away, like, dazed. And now he looks like he's not really interested in continuing this the way it's going.
Oh no, it's going the way it's going.
It's home.
I will continuously kick this man until he is off the roof.
We have a contract. Someone's going off the building.
Someone is going off the building.
We've all
Carl
agreed.
is right.
So,
We've reached an accord.
And there's one over the window who tries to grab you and pull you up.
I will let him.
Yep, he pulls you up
Okay.
and he throws you to the ground. How strong are you?
8.
Yeah, he throws you.
I've been in cryo sleep a long time, but I'm up.
Yeah. Saved you the trouble.
You take 1 point of damage.
Okay,
you
that's
skid.
fine. Yeah.
But he's not done. He's gonna go back after you.
I get it. But my
Roll
goal
me a
was to get
strength
up
roll.
there. He assisted me.
The other orange one. Anyone?
Yeah, you kick it, you do more damage to him, and you realize he dropped his pipe like 2 rolls back,
Oh no.
and he's now trying to grab your leg. Am I supposed to just go with the big throw off the building? Nobody's going along with that.
That's why we must enforce the agreement.
Maybe a dex check.
It's a contest to see who gets to accomplish it. It's like a tug of war.
13.
Okay. He grabs your leg, and he just goes, just locks down on your leg. No! We'll leave you alone. Leave them alone! Leave them alone! And the other two.
Is the contract null and void?
Huh?
One of them got cut in half, right?
Oh yeah, he's not.
I'm
he's not
reaching
dead,
for my
he's not-
needler
he's not
at this
responding.
point because I was thrown to the ground.
The other one backs off. And then
Yeah, I'm not taking
him
any.
up.
This
hostile
is
action.
Yep.
So Kel comes up, doesn't know what's going on,
Oh,
and it's like,
come up.
oh, bad guy, and I'm going to synaptic recoil him.
Yeah.
So he has to make a wisdom save. I know that they had declared that they weren't going to fight anymore, but Kelleran doesn't know that. Or doesn't want to know it. Or pretending he doesn't know it, maybe.
He just gets a mid-combat migraine.
Yeah, that's basically ended. He has to run away. I just did, get away!
What are you doing?
To turn to moral.
Again, I'm trying to right myself because I got thrown to the ground, but I'm not taking hostile actions. Right.
I put my
Give you a half shrug of affirmation.
Maybe? Yeah. What is this? I don't know.
Oh, we are debating whether
Yeah.
we are debating whether to kick him off the roof.
So this is, what is this? Yeah.
I put my foot down to get him
And you see the ship start arriving.
Renata, do you need help getting your husband up the ladder?
He's coming up and could definitely use help.
Oh, get, please.
He pulls away and he goes over to his friend that's down.
Okay, now you throw him off. We had an agreement.
We'll take the corpse and throw it off.
And you do that.
Soren is technically lawful neutral. He must abide by the contract.
There you go.
Well, I'm just getting to the ship.
The other ones head to the hole.
All aboard.
Yeah, we get everybody up on the roof
Yep.
to a safe
The ship comes
area
down
for the ship to land.
and Boots is inside the hole waiting for you guys. Come on, let's keep going. Marshals are all over this place. The president of Freesis is dead. Apparently the vice president too.
Oh.
And doesn't that put the head of the Senate in charge?
Yeah, they become president. They're third in line of succession.
The Dubois are in charge. It's a Dubois coup.
Bastien. Wow. That's the father.
Huh.
Wouldn't the problem be improved by some selective assassination?
Well, that's what just happened.
There's a-
Well, from their
before.
perspective, yeah. Martial law
We've got
currently.
ideas. Yeah.
Martial law has been declared.
No,
Really?
That's why the
That's
riot
what's
ships
state-
are
it's a
everywhere.
state of
That's what's going on
emergency.
out there. You could have flew me.
Yeah.
Let us go.
But nobody's going to be abiding by it.
Strangely
Go
enough.
figure that.
Curfews have been set. Nobody's saying it.
Remain calm.
All is well.
Yeah.
And you get the ship, and
Get everybody on.
everybody gets on the ship.
Yeah.
Where, Jack, you need to take over. The marshals are all over this place trying to find us. Trying to find, whatever they're calling it, the ghost ship that keeps disappearing in between the buildings.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess to the dark side. Just to hang
We
out.
need visual range removal.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna straight to the dark side.
Okay.
Help secure.
How are you going?
Yeah.
Getting there? How are you going? What's your course?
Up and away vector?
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
Up, but away
straight
from the
back
city,
down. Okay.
and then
Make me a,
up and then down again to the
piloting
dark
check.
side.
As opposed to staying within eyesight.
13.
Planet hop.
You all feel like something rocked the ship,
Oh.
and you hear this boom outside,
Somebody shot at us.
and you know that you've been hit by something. The ship is still flying, but you've definitely taken damage.
Okay.
And there must have been enough marshals that they saw you heading out.
Sure.
And they attacked that way.
Ship
And they know,
diagnostics.
Boots goes, they've been talking about you guys. They know what to do with you guys. They're gonna use manual firing techniques. They're not using any computers anymore.
Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah.
And they're not using missiles anymore either. Everything's gonna be energy blasts. And you know that there are ships that are now following you up.
Okay.
2 of them.
We need weapons on this guy.
We have been saying that.
Yeah. Very
Very
soon.
So how can we get out of visual range as quickly as possible? Are there any storms around,
gray.
or how far are we from the gray, or the dark?
No, 20 minutes.
But
You have to fly fast to get there.
we need to take
And
race
if you go
and
too
move
high,
down.
you'll go above the gray.
Right. So I'll just stay in the atmosphere, go as fast as I can, start taking evasive maneuvers.
Okay. Combat pilot.
Yeah, make it hard to get a bead on us.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much I can do to help.
14.
We could assist with
Make a piloting check.
we could assist with co-pilot.
19.
And you make a maneuver at the last moment before something, like some kind of an energy blast just missed your ship. They're following you, and Boots goes, they're calling in more. So we need to get out of here faster.
Now, I have expertise in navigation. Would I be able to offer a course that could help get us to somewhere that we can break visual range more quickly? Mountains, something.
Well, the mountains are from gray on. On this side, the best place over here is probably the dunes, because there are dunes all over the desert. And you can get low there and fly low, but the problem is you gotta slow down.
Right.
You could just hit a dune and just disappear into the sand.
Yeah, but then we saw it happen on the ship last time it
The
did
ship
that.
would survive that.
Face plant.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Those repairs are.
Sorry, Soren. I start preparing us for a short dimensional hop.
Make me a piloting check.
Okay.
That is the way to escape.
Yes.
15.
I can help you calculate that too if you can.
And suddenly you see outside the ship through a hole that just appeared. As something hit the ship, and there's a hole in the ship.
In the
and
hull?
In the hull. And a moment later, you see a field, an energy field, cover the hole. And then the ship starts to drop like a rock, but it doesn't seem like it's an accident. It seems like the ship defensively did it to try and get out of whatever projection is. Make me a combat pilot check.
Where did all the good rolls go?
He just started
14.
taking them.
Yeah, I know. 14.
He was giving them up
You
early.
would come on like
Really?
deception.
Yeah.
There's another shot or two, and then they both miss, and you your 14 seemed to be enough to kind of do it. The dunes are starting to come up. So you might be able to do something in the dunes if you stay low, but you can
All right,
only go
well,
so fast. And
Yeah, well, I'll try and, I mean, since it's the fast way's not working, I'll just try and wind away and just lose visual contact. 16. Okay.
And there's up ahead, you can see there's a bit of a windstorm. You're not in it yet, and you get shot at again. You realize they went high when you went low,
Okay.
so they have an eagle view, eagle's eye view.
Could we make the dimensional jump? Or how long till we get to that sandstone?
Yeah, how quick can I really just angle straight forward?
Yeah, just go straight for it.
Okay.
Go fast.
Yeah.
Full speed.
Wanna go fast?
Speed of heat.
Yep. Punch it.
Oh, nice. And there are a couple shots and it looks like the shots are coming from further and further away.
Get some distance.
Yeah, you can see, you know there's some distance separating. The ship seems to be apparently faster than the Martian ships when you're all the way at top speed. And you finally hit the sandstorm, and through that hole you just see things, sand going just all over
Against the
the
energy field.
energy field.
No, that'll be so expensive to repair.
Yeah, right?
I'll be money.
Yeah, well, we can. Time for
I mean, it's just a
And you
simple
hit
patch,
the sandstorm and the
ourselves.
shots stop.
I mean, some of that Artorian glyph foil.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the bits are inside the ship.
As soon as you get into the sand, the shots stop.
Okay.
Source.
And Boots is saying they lost us. They're talking about it now. They don't realize I decrypted. I broke their encryption. I'm listening in on them now.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
But they know about the ship, and they're talking about how to attack it.
We're getting better.
Let's not give them a chance.
Visual sensors, energy barrage.
And you hit the sandstorm. The sandstorm, it's not huge, but it's enough to create sand everywhere in the air, and you can kind of head out towards the gray and get into the dark side.
Okay, so that's what I'll get right up to the edge of it. Right, so I can't shoot to the grid.
Okay. And you get out to the gray. And we'll take a break.
Awesome.
Welcome back, everybody. We took our short bio break, and we're back. And the ship and crew were heading out through the gray to the dark side of the planet, and they reached that. All right.
We have not dimensionally jumped, correct?
No.
Not that you know of.
Yes.
Yes,
Darn,
no?
darn about that. So where are we going? We can't really go anywhere because we're wanted.
Ship meeting.
Should we do?
Yeah, we really do need to try to discuss.
So we'll get Renata and husband and son situated in one of the rooms.
Well, you can take the father to the sick bay.
Yes.
Put them all in the same
Med bay.
Yeah. Get him extra medical attention.
Yeah.
If you see any large creatures, strange ethereal visions, or any doorways, don't walk through the doorways.
Just call out.
Yes,
Just
let us
call
know.
out to the computer and tell it you need help.
Above all, don't walk through the doorways. If there was a doorway there that wasn't there before, don't walk through that. It does not make much sense.
Okay.
You don't need to know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep our
Right.
visitors safe.
Well, I know what you mean.
All right. Secretary Morrow, please read the notes for the last ship meeting.
I can't read.
Secretary Morrow, you have been fired. Secretary Jack, please read back the notes of the last ship meeting.
I don't think we've had one.
This is
Let the first ship meeting of the Meditations, aka the Shadow Hawk, begin. What is our current item of discussion?
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, what to do next?
Very well.
Report back to the Romanovs.
Oh yeah, we do need to do that. You weren't paid, right?
You weren't what?
We weren't paid yet, right?
No.
Okay.
And Boots goes, didn't Ing say something when he was like about bit or something?
Can I roll an intelligence check? Because I don't remember where that went.
Sure.
Isn't Bit you're familiar?
Yeah, bit, am I familiar? No.
No.
I'll be honest, I'm drawing a blank there too.
17, just that blank intelligence check. No skills at all.
He goes, play back the video of what happened with Ing. Because there was something he said that we were talking about the other day. When we were going to get him. And when you play it back, he said, he goes, look, he's saying something there. He says, it's like I've been bit by bad luck. And he goes, but wait, someone here said something about bit. And someone here did say something about bit, which is a planet.
Oh yes, that's correct.
And we put that together last time, didn't
Yes.
we? And we had forgotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Because we're playing characters.
Yeah, the conversation went on.
It's like 2 weeks has passed.
I know.
The span of a day.
The discussion.
I'm
yeah.
begging, please don't do this. I can just tell you everything. I'll tell you everything. And the person said, you will. That's true. And he goes, please, I have children. He goes, no, you don't. I've studied you, Mr. Ing. You do have some friends that we're looking for. Telling us where and how to find them might save you. Well, I have no friends. I don't know what you're talking about. You have friends, Mr. Ing. You're actually an honorable person. That's why this has to be done. You went and dug too deep. And then the machine starts working. And he cries out, can you hear me? That's when the transmission, can you hear me? And then that's when the video transmission begins. Apparently, no, my note. I hear you, Mr. Ing. Sorry it's not a more pleasant experience. I'm in slow mode. For accuracy, you know? And then he says, it's like I've been bit by bad luck, and he stresses bit. And then he goes, and here comes the gibberish, never fails. He goes, yep, here comes the gibberish.
All right.
Then he goes, a look comes on it, and he starts screaming weird sentences. I thought I could go ka-ching, ka-ching, when I got Us!
Awesome.
There's like, my sanity ran, my san ran! He seems to feel a pain, and then the person starts looking around, and that's when they find the camera.
So Oz is the name of a gas giant that has the bit is a moon of Oz. I don't know what Sanran means or anything. But there's a Shanna or something is the other moon. But
How do you spell
as Shanna is S-H-A-N-A.
We might find San Ran on Bit or Foss. It's a station or a settlement.
it? Our thoughts exactly.
That would make sense.
Sobering review of the video.
Yeah, if it's too, we can offer to play it for Renata if she's capable of seeing that without being traumatized.
Can we do audio only? Like just don't show her the video, just say.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And
She's probably not in the state of mind.
I would
Yeah,
not want to
probably.
watch such.
we could
To
ask
see or
her
hear it right now.
about any business they have it before, so maybe not showing them that, but do
Okay.
you know anything about business on Bit or Os?
She's in your meeting.
No, we can
No,
go
she-
ask her. I wouldn't. Yeah, we're not.
Oh.
She's not part of this. She's not part of this
It
group.
is.
She's not a voting member.
Did you get the memo?
Yeah.
No, because someone can't read, so they can't write the memo.
It's all done through a translator chip.
Okay, it's installed a writing upgrade. Okay, question. It's obvious the next course of action, one of the next course of actions is to go to Bit or Os.
I say Bit because
And they're in
that's
proximity to one another.
the moon of Os.
They are close enough, but the second question is, do we go straight there? Or do we stop at the Romanovs to repair and get our fee?
I think Czar is along the way, and you said something about equipping a weapon.
Well, it might take, I don't know if we have that long.
I don't think,
We could make arrangements.
Right, but they effectively know what Odessa knows now, so I don't think we necessarily even have the time to go along repair.
Yeah. Oh, it might take him a little while to sort through that, but he picked that out as the prominent thing, so it might be worth our time trying to get there quicker.
yeah.
Has the ship made a self-diagnostic?
Yeah, damage
Oh, yeah.
report, Chip. How bad is it?
Like, what needs to be done?
We have materials in the hold that can do the repair, that can be used for this repair. It will require someone with engineering skill.
Exemplary.
I think
Okay.
we know somebody who has those.
Okay.
I think I know someone.
Okay.
It was interesting though, because you've not seen like a shield inside it was inside the wall,
Right.
Very cool.
not on the outside or anything like that, it was in the wall.
No, it's all wondrous technology.
Yeah.
Heck, a lot of this is wondrous to us.
Well,
Yeah.
Actually, you've never seen that either.
Yeah,
Neither
it's
you.
like,
Right. But
wow.
see, I have a better gradient than the rest of you.
Right.
It's all great.
Right. Everything's fascinating. So.
Wow.
All right, so we are agreed. I think we should go for Bit first. Unless anyone has any wishes to go for Os.
No, I think Bit is what he
No,
was talking
I
about.
think, yeah.
Scan the moon, scan the planets, determine what we can find.
But we can, I'll ask Renata, being a personal assistant, if she knows of any business interests that Ing might have had on Bit.
I think he's done some charity work with the Sanran Corporation there.
Oh,
I don't know a whole lot about it. I mean, it's not a big.
San
it's not a
Rand
big
Corporation.
place.
There you go. All right.
What does the Samran Corporation do?
They're an energy company. I mean, I think they do a lot more than that, but
What is their main
they have a
focus?
division there. I think energy is their main division.
Well, it's a mining moon, so
Yeah.
gas mining, right?
Yep.
Helium
Gassy
three.
fuel.
All right, well, I think that's where we need to go. The Sanran offices,
Yes.
Bit. That's much more. Now good meeting, everyone. All right.
We should have done this much earlier. Yeah.
Secretary?
I'll administer to repairs.
And maybe we should we maybe arrange for the Renata and family to stay at Czar for a little while? I don't know if they'd be willing to hire.
Yeah, I don't want to go back into the city right now.
And I don't think we can take them anywhere else.
No.
We want it across the system.
we may need to stow them here for the time being. Perhaps we could get them safe passage on Zar when we finish our business on Bit.
You know that on Jack, you know that on Bit that there's a part of the station is for tourism.
Oh,
It's not only
Okay.
that.
Okay,
There,
good.
there are cruise ships
Right.
that stop there
So
because
there's-
it's a beautiful planet to look at from
Flow through of
space.
people.
Right.
So we could drop them there.
You might have connections.
All right.
Now, in the larger scheme of things, what do we want to do about our current situation, just generally?
You mean our status as fugitives?
Yes.
Can we get our data changed at ZAR as part of our payment for the job we just did, so that we can show go to bid with a legal.
Well, I don't think the meditation cover is blown, and we got fake IDs to go along with that for all of us.
Do we? Is that right? Do we feel like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
I didn't know because I knew that they had declared our salvage was illegal.
Right, but they don't know what
But
this
that's
ship
ju- that's
is. We
just
have
the
a clean transponder for,
They don't really have a picture of our ship, so
Right.
they can't say this is the criminals or
We
anything.
can put
We're
them
still
together, too,
unknowns.
Right. Okay. Good. In that way.
Yeah, we have our fake ID under the meditation, so we are all have our ever-shifting anomalous identities. Our cards.
Oh, and if Boots can salvage anything from that data pad that got hacked.
Yes.
Yes, that is something we are interested in, particularly.
From,
Oh, yeah, with
from
your
the door of the
file.
Ing building.
Oh, that too. Yeah. So we've got the hacked pad, and then we've got the computer we took from
We've got
his
his
office.
actual personal data pad, all his files.
Yeah.
The data pad was scrambled with some kind of, Boots would tell you that it was some kind of a high-tech virus that was injected that shut it down and forced it into an open position. And he said, and it happened like instantly. Whatever it was fast and good.
It's,
This was professional.
Probably not
And he
a
makes a copy.
large number of people can do that, yeah.
I was gonna say out of character, is it a self-destroying code? Self-terminating
Good
code?
question.
It is now.
Yeah. Not for me, for Boots. That sounds like something Boots would want. to get his
As
hand
long
on.
as he can recognize his signature and he
Yeah.
comes across it in the future.
This was professional code.
Now
This
he
is
can
not-
duplicate it.
This is not from like,
It's high grade.
you know,
No script.
These aren't
any
script kiddies doing this, no.
Yeah, script kitties.
It's old school.
It's a DDoS attack.
All right. So we are going to Bit. We will need to make our repairs quickly and then make our way.
So we're going to bid
You've never
first
been
and
to
reserve
Bit,
first.
actually, which is weird. You've been to a lot of places in the system, not Bit.
So you don't know what a bid.
I know nothing about Bit. I have to.
Are we going to ZAR, or are we first to get repairs, or to bid?
We could make the repairs
I can
on
make
our.
repairs while we're in the dark with,
We can get
Dark side.
paid at ZAR, but I guess the second to go on. Let's go to bid first.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think that's what we agreed on
We're
because
going to
time is of
skip
the
Zar.
Oh,
essence.
I wasn't paying attention at the meeting.
Lost in thought,
Yeah, what?
making other calculations.
Are we the only one who takes these ship meetings seriously?
What? Is the meeting over? I was looking at my data pad.
I was playing Candy Crush.
Stenographer Jack, please, when you're on time, read back the minutes. You do have the minutes.
Yeah.
I rolled to believe if he has the minutes.
He was recording it on it through his DNI port.
You recorded all
Yeah.
that, right? Okay, good.
All right.
My bound familiar recording for me. So I've outsourced that part of my brain.
All right. Then, as self-elected chairman, I declare this first annual ship meeting adjourned. We'll be back here next time we have a
I object.
existential crisis.
Yes.
That could be any moment.
I was gonna
too.
say.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
Seconded.
Yeah, right. I thought that was what you read your texts about.
With two different types. There's the personal and the all becomes.
I see.
That's like your personal specialty at the existential
I was
crisis.
gonna say. It seems to be a recurring theme with you.
Well, he has experience with that.
No wonder you're the chair. This committee.
Okay, so you've set course
Make repairs.
You can make repairs actually during flight.
Wow, okay.
It has a system that helps you with the repair work. You have to put material in the right place, and you have to start mounting it.
But it
the
integrates.
shield, right? But
Yeah.
the shield will keep space out.
Right. So I just patch the hole,
Right.
seal the seam.
It'll be a patchy fix because you need to do some on the outside too.
Right.
But it would be enough to get you where you need to go without.
We can go interstellar.
If I can do it while we're on route, that's what I will do.
Fantastic.
Which is very cool new technology
Yeah.
too. Self-repairing ships.
Makes it really easy. I still give an estimate of 4 times longer than I think it will take.
Wow, that was so quick.
Wow.
I know that trick, yeah.
I went to engineering school.
He does.
Oh, you're really fast. That was great work.
So Kel, you can make yourself invisible.
Watch this.
Nice.
I have become obfuscated.
We can't watch
Can you
this,
make
you are
yourself-
invisible.
Do you see this? Isn't this amazing?
Can you make other people
Sword reaches out.
invisible?
No.
Sword reaches out to touch Kel's.
I've stepped to the left.
He has disappeared completely.
Uh-oh.
Have you washed your hands?
He disintegrated. Oh, there he
Maybe if you could detect Esper powers to sense somebody who was invisible and then use your illusion to make illusion on them of them being invisible.
I can make you invisible instead if you prefer. I have become visible and then I check this out. Jack is invisible.
Oh, if you do that sometime for me, I appreciate it.
Sword reaches out to touch Jack.
Doing it now.
Yeah.
How long is it?
Wow, that's handy.
A couple hours?
Yeah, a couple hours.
Right.
You feel a big beady hand on
Takes
your
some time to get up to
face.
speed and stuff.
Wow, he has not disappeared.
I am still here, Sabrian.
Oh, yes, we do that.
Okay, good.
And this is abundance of other
I just-
goodies.
Oh, I
While
don't
you're
take
in
the last
room,
one.
Boot says
Okay, I'm mostly reading these.
Bastien Dubois has been elevated to president.
Of course we have.
They found that the vice president and president were killed by rioters.
Yeah.
Tragically.
Yes.
Executed by
So the head of the council of cores.
Suicide by
Succeed.
gunshots to the back of the head.
Now, you do
Yeah.
have,
Interestingly, they have a 6-year term there. They were only into their first year, so he'll be president for 5 more years at least before the next election.
This is assuming.
You mean before the next riot?
This is assuming no emergency declaration here for
Martial
unlimited
law again.
dictatorial powers.
Let's talk of next election. Don't be silly.
We prefer to keep optimistic.
It's much easier to win elections that don't happen
Yeah.
than ones that do.
Wow, I have gotten 500% of the vote. I have the only candidate.
All those dead rioters voted for you.
Vote early and often.
You only needed the election of the rest of the council.
Well, we are going to go take a nap.
okay.
Good idea.
When,
You're gonna get a full sleep, aren't you? Like a full rest.
He's trying. He's trying.
Let me see if I can mess that up.
yeah, no time for that. Huh?
Yeah, you've been incredibly shaky this last day.
He has been. He totally.
You need your rest.
Do we
This
want
is where the
to?
centipedes come in.
Do we want to? Maybe we want to send the video that Aang sent us to Cliff Mitchell, saying like, "This is a professional assassin. This isn't Scrappers killing these people."
We've got so much information to make them look terrible, especially, I mean, we can tie in Dory Chakee to the Scorpion, to Corellian Dubois, thereby to her father. And we've got, I mean, just tons of incredibly incriminating stuff. I think we should give it all to them.
The one, while we agree with this plan, the one item of contention is people who we give information to tend to end up dead.
Well, that's why,
He's like a space
Yeah.
billionaire, though. I mean, he's not nobody.
Eventually Boots is just going to email
Points to
blast
the,
all
to
these-
the dead president, the dead vice president.
Fair.
Not to
To
mention
be-
Madison.
Yeah.
Just going to send out another blast.
Yeah.
I mean, we are all for this idea. if we are going to use allies, we will use them as best we can. We have been nothing if not consistently on the back foot
Yeah.
every step of the way.
No, I mean, it's just something we have, and I don't know what else we can do right now.
Well, I mean, with the riots going on, they're, obviously the people are motivated against them already. This would simply heighten that, maybe drag more people into active resistance.
Once you get out of Freesis space, you realize that outside of Freesis, travel is started up again. People are communicating, moving about. Freesis is under martial law and nobody's allowed in or out.
Right, they've been given accommodations
And
by
the
Soren.
space stations, the two space stations are just full of ships. There are ships lining up, waiting, they can't get in or out and they're stuck.
Right.
So they're just waiting.
Yes.
We don't want to get there though.
The flow of commerce.
Yeah, there's no halt there.
Invisible doing in the free market.
And you travel, you get a long rest. And a while everybody gets a long rest.
I heal that point.
Jack can even contrast while he's piloting. It's like super easy and no one. And as you get closer to bid, you get a communication. You had an unscheduled flight. Are you looking to dock?
This is from Bit.
Yes.
We are tourists.
I assume they get visual range on us, is the idea?
Actually, are you using your transponders?
Yeah,
so we
we're-
know you're
I mean,
coming in?
we're-
We are currently
No
in
matter what,
meditation
yeah.
mode.
We're
Yeah.
approaching
Yeah, you're-
commercially.
Yeah.
Just say, you're cleared for 16. Because you came in without a flight plan, we'll have to have somebody meet you on pad,
Okay.
or not on pad, at the dock.
Do we want to try and leverage Renata's role in the Eden Foundation? Or did the Eden Foundation didn't get declared illegal or him arrested or anything
No.
like that? Well, they have legitimate business with Sanran, which has offices here.
We are
So if we need to justify why we're here, we could use her as
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah,
We would, while this is a viable option, we would caution as a last resort, we do not wish to involve this poor woman
she
as much as
is
necessary.
a contact by association, a connection. We're tourists.
Yeah.
We have a husband and a wife and an adolescent offspring.
Yeah, that's a good course. They're just fleeing the chaos on
On Freesis.
Freesis itself.
We are,
Having a vacay.
Yeah, you dock, and when you open port, there's a woman standing there. And she goes, how are you? I'm Darna. Do you have anything to declare?
only good intentions.
Excellent, we can use some more of those here, especially in these troubling times. So, what are you doing here?
I'm a pilot. These are my crew. We're bringing a family from Freesis here to kind of wait out the rioting there.
We left right before the declaration of martial law. Just beat the buzzer, so to speak.
Where's his family?
They
Are
are,
they back there? Are they
Yeah, they're. I mean, they're happy with getting off here, I assume. They don't want to stay in ship.
we would presumably have consulted them about
Yeah.
where we're
Yeah.
going.
You go through customs and immigration, there's, offices there real quick. And she says, you have to wait here, I gotta make accommodations available, it's very tight right now, have a seat. And there's a secretary in there, and she goes into her office, and you sit there for a while.
Sword picks one of the magazines.
Yeah.
Picks one of the magazines and just,
You think that paper magazine?
Yeah, right.
well, one of the data pad.
Okay.
Swiping the page, swiping the page.
Okay.
Sword's the eccentric here.
And then the secretary gets buzzed. Bring me that paperwork on them. Hold on, I need to see the stuff on the Renata and her family and their family. She picks up the stuff. Comes in, and you sit there for a while longer. And as time goes on, you realize you've been sitting here for half an hour, an hour and a half.
Okay, hour and a half.
It just goes on and on.
Brig.
Can we have, is Boots with us? Can we have, or if he's not, then we can we
Boots is there.
check the sim, see if there's any news about,
Well, take criminals.
And he goes to check the info, and there's a pad on the wall,
Right.
and everything goes black, and then text shows up on it. And he's like, "That was weird." And it says, "I know who you are. Are you wearing footwear boots?" And he's like, he stepped back.
Good.
you wearing footwear?
Yeah, footwear. Come on, yes or no?
Tell them yes.
Is this
Looks like it to me.
Is this a hacker thing?
I think this is a hacker thing.
Friend of Boots.
And he says, "Who is this?" Knows the person, the respondent goes, "I'm not. I don't like it."
You don't.
This person is not wearing footwear and does not like it.
And he just goes, "Why not? It's restrictive." Blah blah blah. It starts talking about. So, what are you doing here? I mean, this is like a weird place for a famous hacker.
Over his shoulder.
Yeah.
What does this mean? We are tourists.
Don't trust Carlita. What?
We do not trust the service. It is terrible.
She's killed people. You don't even know who Carlita is. You don't
Yeah.
know Carlita.
I heard that
I'm
name.
like looking at the secretary.
I was going to say, what was the secretary's name?
It was not
The
Darna.
name of my future wife.
Don't trust
Did you
Carlita.
come in the meditation?
Blown already.
At least,
Yeah, right?
well, he obviously doesn't know everything.
Yes.
Goes, but Darna's okay. She's nice.
That would be nice for
She'll
Carly.
take good care of you, but she's very bureaucratic.
Hence the weight.
So
That's all the weight
Carlita,
is.
so the Carlita is the one we must avoid.
She doesn't know what to do with you. That's why you're waiting.
Beware Carlita's way.
Good.
So, why are we waiting again? Why we've been here for an hour and a half. What do you mean she doesn't know what to do with us? And she goes, "Well, priests in civil conflict, so they're not responsive. They're getting no data. Half the system is under different kinds of restrictions. Want me to save you?" Yeah.
Do we
Yeah,
want to
thank
be
you.
safe?
That sounds
Yeah.
good, Boots. Yeah, thank you.
Can it be worse than bureaucratic hell?
What will I get?
Oh, Alba Boots a chance to meet the magnificent Boots. I don't know. Is that a hacker thing?
I find this all tedious and confusing.
Really unrestricted footwear.
Right.
Yeah, right.
A toe ring.
We see something magical called Sandal.
And all its things.
And then the screen goes back to what it was before, and the door opens that you came into.
Right.
And there's a woman there. She looks like a security person. She's armed, and
Yeah, this isn't Carlita.
she walks in, and there's two security guards with her. "Excuse me," she says, and she goes past you.
Should
Of course.
I on?
Yes,
Does it say Carlita?
it does.
Oh, good.
Boy, you're
That's not very
Yeah.
trusting.
It says
The mysterious voice told me.
Yeah, some boys don't.
First, you have to establish trust.
We do. We trust the voice. The voice that is
Yeah,
established.
apparently.
The screen on the wall told me to stab you.
No, I don't stab her.
She stands at the door. These are, and Carlita starts to come back and goes, "So what's going on? What are you doing here?" And it says, "Carlita Hyde, security director,
Well, as we explained,
and there are 2 security guards with them.
gesture to Renata and husband and son, we left Phresis once chaos broke out because it's not safe there.
We are on contract to deliver these fine people to your fine station.
And Darna comes out of the office with the assistant. The paperwork's all in order. I don't know what you're hassling us about. I don't even know why you're here. And he goes, well, you've been trying to do paperwork in the system for about an hour and a half or 2 hours now. You've put in multiple requests for data that's not available to you. I'm not exactly sure why you think I would have a problem being here. Well, this is what I do, and you need to let me continue with my work. And then I need a perception check.
I don't see anything.
No, that's a 2 on the die.
17.
22. And as Carlita is standing, as people talk, they don't stand in the same place. They kind of move a little bit, and she moves a little bit, and the 2 of you see that behind them, in that little crack of light between the security guard and them, there's a girl standing at the door, maybe 15, 16. And they don't even notice. They're just continuing their banter. You need to lift the restrictions on the data use. I need to get their information so that I can process them. All the data's down right now. Though we're still having trouble getting info through the sim. Phresis is down. I can't. I got to make sure this place stays secure. Not Sandra. The president doesn't want anything coming in or out that's a problem. That's going to be a problem for the station.
So how far am I from the girl? If
You don't see her.
Oh, no, I
You
didn't
just
know
don't
where
see
those people.
Right.
Dutch.
You see around.
Do you do the
We don't have a signal for use your
And then you
Marima,
see-
do we?
Yeah, no. It's like, and then
oh, jeez.
in your head, you're like, what is this weird gesture? Is there something on my face?
And then
Spinach in my teeth.
you notice that Darna notices you kind of indicating, and she sees back around you. Kayla, you need to get out of here. We're in the middle of stuff right now. And she turns and kind of walks, and you notice that she's barefooted, and she steps out for a minute, it seems. You can see like there's glass next to the door. You can see she kind of just steps to the side, and she's just like looking in.
Bare feet. We must kidnap this child.
In your head, I mean, what? So no, I'll ask Boots.
That's an
Is that
interesting stretch.
Right,
yeah.
That
Your
could
hacker
be
friend?
extraordinarily.
I don't know. She's barefooted.
Well, that's a rare thing around here, isn't it?
On Space Station, you never see people barefooted.
No.
Bill's colt.
I know.
So, I'll try and move so I'm within 10 feet of her. Can I do that? I just like walk.
You can't get around the security
At the door.
forces there at the door, right?
Well, I don't want to get around the door. Can I just be like, can I just get within 10 feet of her without going past security? Over to the side or something. Just so I can do the mental communication thing, or not.
Oh yeah, you can get to move to the side a step or two and be able to see her.
Would I be
Okay.
within 10 feet? Because that's
Yeah,
the
you're
limit
not-
of my range of
10
my
feet.
psychological or my mental missive.
Let me see.
And it goes through barriers too.
You're
Yeah, I just need to be able to see a person, right?
and it's just glass anyway. So you're within 10 feet. 2 feet when you do it.
So then in her head, I'll say, interruption. Hi, I'm the dentist. A friend of Boots. You were offering to rescue us?
Lick once for yes.
Let the adults finish their fighting. They'll be done in a minute. I'll get you out of there.
Thank you.
And they continue, and Darna and Carlita come to Carlita leaves with the security forces. Darna's like, I don't need you here. Their paperwork is in order. I just need to verify it because all the systems are having trouble getting through. So aren't there other things you need to be doing? And Carlita goes, I'll leave you alone. But quit trying to push through the system when you're not allowed. It's a problem. And it'll become a worse problem if you keep doing it. She leaves, excuse me, and they head out. And Darna's, please just take a seat. We'll have you processed in a little bit.
Poor boy.
She goes back into the office with the other girl, and Kayla walks in.
You were gonna stab that one, but you don't do that.
We were only thinking about it as a possibility.
Make me a perception check.
Any and everybody?
All of you, yeah.
21. Nope, 19, my bad.
10.
12.
20.
The two of you notice that she looks at Boots in a, you don't quite understand the way, you know the way.
Oh.
But you know it's
Oh,
a
he's so
different emotion
dreamy.
than what you would
Yeah.
have thought.
He's so dreamy. I was a joking bone.
Yeah.
And she's, and then she goes, I'll get you guys out of here, hold on. And she goes over to the pad and she makes some things happen on screen. Boots looks fascinated. And a moment later, Darna comes out. All right, you guys are cleared. Everything's in order. So, sorry it took so long with all the systems being the way they are right now. It's very hard to process anything, as you can see.
Understood.
I got you some rooms. I'll get you in there in a few minutes.
Cute.
And then she goes, you know what? Kaya, do you want to show them where the rooms are? I'll take them. And so I'll follow me. And she's wearing like denim, which is kind of uncommon.
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah, it is old.
Where do you hunt down denim beasts in these parts?
Yeah.
Get a little tissue on here.
Thank you.
And this station's very industrial. And then you eventually, after you walk around, most what you see would be, it feels like half the station. You get to the other side and it becomes very, very nice, a bit touristy for a small section. It looks like this is like a port entry. And you can actually see a cruise ship that's docked outside this area. That is, there's people going here and there within here. And she goes, your rooms are right over there. And she points to that one, and that one. You just use your hand as your pass. So what are you guys going to do here now? Can I see the meditation?
With your eyes.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know so much about it?
Oh. I've been following. Never mind. And then you hear someone say, Kaya, you need to get out of here, come on. And she turns and it's very obvious that it's a mom-daughter relationship just in moment. And there's,
Wow, I'm interacting with a dangerous individual.
and there's a woman there who looks, you know it as being, having Asian style affectations to her dress.
Oh,
Like old school kind of Asian affectations, like an homage to a certain style.
okay.
And she seems to have some Asianness to her, but not necessarily, she may not be actually Asian. And even the girl has some, but maybe not. It's hard to tell whether they are, because after time, so much of a mishmash has happened,
I was
but
gonna say,
people still have.
diluted somewhere to the 15th generation.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, yeah, that's what the mom looks like.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And she likes the stuff, obviously. hardware
It
style.
seems like both of them are got a retro thing going.
Yeah, they do, both of them. And the other one's kind of like a gothy style of it, kind of darker. The denim is definitely weird. Not weird, just old school.
Right.
I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta go do my work.
Gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude
Thank you.
indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Kelvin looks around and says, is this a normal human thing? I'm totally confused. Which is kind of,
She's a hacker. That's what Boots says. That was hacking.
was
That
that,
was hacking.
is that a hacking thing? You guys like have like a union or something? You guys
What? What do you mean a union?
I don't know. She seemed to know all about you.
I know, that was weird.
That's not normal.
Maybe that big data dump you did?
You probably are a little famous at
And
this point.
Boots.
She's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
She does not like
She
me.
does.
That's right. We got Bootsy leaks or whatever happened.
Yeah, do some hacking stuff with her. Alright.
Well, yeah, this is
So what are
entirely.
we gonna do here now? So we're here.
Satya.
Well, I mean,
Sam
she's
Sam
yeah, Sam Ram, but she seems like an excellent source of information.
Perhaps settle in. Keep an eye out for anything.
So get the Renata husband and situated and say goodbye to them.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they kind of are.
yeah.
Yeah, we've got hospitality now.
And then we might ask whether if she does know anyone, like a name or anything related to the offices here, Sandran offices. If not, that's fine.
Well, and while we're here, can you or Boots take a stab at cracking all the files on?
And you do see
Odysseus?
Sanran logos all over the place. I mean, it's obviously this
Right.
is a Sanran.
They're
Sanran
the energy
property.
company. Yeah.
Company town.
I guess we'll see if Renata knows anything about the location or has any contacts. I'll have Boots is going to be the one who has to hack things.
Okay.
That's not my shtick. And then if we can wait and get back in touch with this Kylie, whatever, to
Our resident hacker.
to get the
Our local
lowdown on
source.
the local Sanran
Yep.
infos.
Yeah.
We can hack things. Interesting
Yeah.
attacks.
We're not, might not know all that much since it was Ing's contacts.
Right.
We want to know why our file is on Ig's datapad. That's what's really driving us up a wall.
And then you guys get in your rooms. They're nice rooms. They're touristy rooms. They're small, but they're comfortable enough.
Calvin calls for room service.
Yeah, we haven't had a proper meal.
Yeah.
Yes, proper meal first. Puts the check back.
Okay. And there
I think
are,
we're
there
taking
are
out
restaurants in
expenses.
this section that are functional.
No, creating the trench.
The trench, right?
The bathtub.
Calvin will enjoy the luxuries.
He switches it up. Right now it's going to be
Time
under
for
the
R&R.
Look out, that's a trap. I'm pointing at the minibar. Don't touch it.
Oh, you mean I see
Yeah.
that kind of.
You'll regret the consequences.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bar.
So it begins looping some wire to a grenade to the minibar. There we go. Now it is 8.
You guys go eat.
Yes.
Right.
And you're in a restaurant, and then as you're finishing eating, you're there for. The service is not fast. Cool. But the quality is decent. Actually, for you, it's probably good.
Not green cake.
But it's touristy good, not
Yeah.
really good. It's like Applebee's ish.
Oh.
Like that level.
Okay.
Hey, don't you hate little go Applebee's?
Applebee's
We could be
fine.
having Denny's, man. We could be at Denny's. No, sorry, we could be at the other Denny's. Not the good Denny's, the other Denny's.
And as you're finishing, Kaya shows up
Hey, there
and
you
sits
go.
down.
Would you like some of our appetizer
I thought you
platter?
guys only ate green cake. Are you from Freesis?
Not by choice.
Yeah, it's because that's all there is.
Doesn't this stuff make you sick or something?
We're not for Croesus.
Oh,
Sick
Not
of green cake.
appetizing.
Oh.
I think only one of us is from Croesus.
Anymore.
no. Yeah.
So, hey, Boots.
Boots is not even like paying attention. He's eating and enjoying it.
Hey, Kaylee, tell us about Samran. We want to go talk to their office.
Well, here we are, Samran.
Well, I meant.
Why are you contacting us? Why are you helping us? How do you know us? Are you a threat? You're not a threat, are you?
No.
Good. That would be bad.
Why would I be a threat?
Because everyone else seems to be lately.
Oh, no, you have friends.
Do we?
Oh, yeah.
Who are they? We would like to know. Are you one of them?
I think there's
The
one right
people.
here. There you go.
Yeah, I am. There's.
Okay, that's good.
Let me rephrase it. I'm not even sure I would say you have friends, you have fans.
That sounds dangerous.
Why does that sound dangerous?
Fans can go very fast and hurt you if you stick your finger in them. He's playing it completely straight. He knows what he just did.
I meant fanatics, like people who really.
That sounds even more dangerous.
But for you, not against you.
We are, how you say, pulling your leg.
She seems a bit incapable of the connection of the satirical comments and the sarcasm. Like she's super serious and trying to understand it, but not quite getting it.
Yeah. So, do we know what we want to do out of this?
No, we don't.
We do not.
Big
And
question.
then
Investigate.
the mother shows up.
Oh my god, I'm the mother.
Oh. Hello.
Kaya, come on! I might have to remove your access. You can't remove my access. I can have it removed. Yeah, good luck, mother. And
Your daughter has been most helpful to us.
oh yeah, in what way?
Showing us, telling us where these certain parts of the station are. We have none of us have been here.
I'm definitely removing your access. He goes, you can't do that. You know what he's going through right now. And he's like, that's true. All right, come on. You can't be bothering the guests of the hotel. And my apologies.
Don't take it.
And the girl gets up again and heads out. And
Elbow boots.
yeah.
Say goodbye. Kid.
And they head out. They head out the area. And she's still barefooted, by the way.
Does anyone else find that slightly odd?
Yeah, it's unusual.
Uh, Does anyone else find that steak slightly chewy?
It's because it's not green cake.
You're right.
You've been ruined.
We have.
Every chew is enjoyable.
It is.
Yeah, 20 chews before you swallow them, they say. I guess maybe we just look up like a public directory for somebody at San Rand we can contact. who might
Red
be
HQ.
Dealing with specifically with energy. What was it?
saying.
Oh, that's right.
But I mean, was it?
Was that something to do with the energy, if I recall?
Well, she said that's what. But I thought she said it was like a charity thing they did with San Rand.
That was the thing they did.
I just meant the person who would have been Ing's contact at San Rand.
Right.
Is that am I remembering it right? It was supposed to be something charity related.
They had done something in the past, apparently.
Maybe a public relations director?
Something, yeah.
Say here we're here on behalf of the Game Foundation.
Right. That's what I meant. Yeah. Who can we speak to?
That cover will only last as long as
If we can actually
not
get
very
somebody
long.
who's a
Yeah.
friend.
What are you saying? And who are you talking to? You're not talking to anybody. You're
No.
Dinner, we're
Oh, you're-
discussing.
we are eating our dinner and discussing.
How do we get whatever it is that Ing's wanted us to get here?
Yeah.
I mean, he was.
And Renata has no specific information about anybody inside of San Rand or Ing's
No,
contact. or-
she's not even eating with you.
Okay.
She's
with her family.
with her family.
Yeah.
I mean, we Keller wanted to ask if she knew anyone about any names, but she doesn't know them. We're on our own, and we'll have to go wander around cluelessly in San Rand until.
Well, I mean, is there anything on his data pad? The
On
personal
whose?
one? Oh, just
On-
Ing's.
About San Rand even. Yeah, San Rand keyword search.
Got all his files.
And you bring up, as you bring up the information, you see a contact that is a San Rand contact, and it's the only one in here that's a San Rand contact. It's someone named Kachi Ing.
Oh.
Cousin.
It's the station director.
Oh.
That is potentially good or potentially bad.
Well, let's maybe contact that person. Yeah, that's Noteworthy.
Literally and figuratively. All other things.
All right, so I say we contact the station. Make an appointment. Preferably ASAP.
We're in agreement.
Indeed.
Shall we go in person?
Well, I suppose we could.
If
No, why not?
we're going to pass on the sad news, yes.
Do we know where they are?
Station director.
That's going to be easy to find, right?
I guess we just head to the administrative offices.
And they look like they're shut down.
Oh, it's late. We haven't gotten dinner.
Oh, is it? Is it late?
Still make an appointment, right?
Well, there's not even anybody in there.
Inefficient.
It's very inefficient.
What is this? Some sort of
That's why they got the one person trying to be bureaucratic as all heck.
Does nobody work in this tourist trap?
Yeah,
They roll up the sidewalks in this town.
yeah.
well.
Well,
Park closes at 10 o'clock. Yeah, even if you're on Space Mountain.
oh no.
Well, I guess we wait till the morning then. I mean, but I am a little concerned that we're losing time.
We
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sure
send
they've
a
got some
message.
kind of internal system.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Some way to
Shoot
make
an
an
email
appointment.
requesting on behalf of the AIM Foundation to get in contact with Kachi.
And you get what seemed like an auto reply that the station administration is down temporarily and will return. And you'll get a notification when it is back up and operational.
Do we want to do this a more... All right, what I mean is we want to break in.
We were going to say, did you want us to break in?
I just am worried that tomorrow morning will
This
happen
is family.
and Dubois will roll up.
Plus, there's a Madakai wrestling match on the television that I want to watch.
Yeah.
Well,
We could all watch it in my room.
Is it the what grayscale's the Krill Crusher?
One of them is a grayscale.
is this pay-per-view? Because I don't have any...
You don't have the pay-per-view?
What are cubicles?
As they called it back on Dendus, moolah. I don't think they called it back.
Currency?
Probably not.
Yes.
Yes.
Medium of exchange.
Not electric currency. It is digital.
We're taking the 1,000-year-old popsicle and trying to explain about cryptocurrencies.
Well, Boots, why don't you
Well,
reach out to your girlfriend there and see if she can
Get us a
yeah,
expedited
Maybe
visa.
same date.
find out what's going on. Like, why is
Well, we find
why
out
is everything shut down?
home address. Catchy Ying's home address.
Well, it sounds like that Carlita's locked down everything, which makes me wonder whose employee she's.
maybe we should ask some of the employees. Pose as the witless tourists we are.
It is
What's
a
going on?
state of emergency in the sector.
That's hard to explain. I like the idea of showing up at Catchy Ying's home and knocking on the door. Catchy Ying might not like that.
Well, do we want to?
Keep it off
Okay.
the books, so
First
to speak.
question: do we wish to do something tonight or tomorrow?
I think so.
If you can find his home address, sure.
Let's see if we can find his home address.
Or her. What's a Kachi? What do we?
We
Does that
got
tend to be a female or a male?
Do we know
person?
that?
Kachi?
Is that name by
Kachi.
gender that we're
Yeah.
familiar with or no?
No.
Terran.
Terran. Strange Terran customs. We don't know.
Yeah. Even I don't know.
So yeah, well let's. I open the space yellow pages, white pages. I mean,
Yeah.
space white pages, and look up Ing Kamakachi.
Look at what?
Then let's look at
He's
her
trying to
home
see
address.
if there's like personal addresses.
Public
Yeah,
directory.
And as you're looking it up, your screen goes black and you see text saying, you can't just go looking for that stuff. You'll have Carlita on you.
I thought I was using. I put it in private mode.
I'll meet you at the restaurant. I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to see your mom yelling at you anymore. That
No.
makes me very uncomfortable.
She chases me around the
I'll
place
just
all
sneak
day.
out for the third time.
I'm always
Yeah.
fixing her stuff.
Tennis families don't fight in public like this. This is very uncomfortable. Our kin groups are very important.
And what do you do?
Order another round?
Yeah. Should we hang out at the restaurant?
Mistake has grown on us.
And as you're sitting there, after a while, you see a duct cover open up, and she climbs out of it and puts it back, and it magnetically reseals.
Look, it is a gibbous.
And she looks around real quick, just like, and then she heads over.
That's why she doesn't wear shoes. She's actually one of those escaped primates.
Do not let her hear that.
Reminds me of Newt from Alien.
Yeah, that's totally what I was thinking.
Don't make her angry.
Yeah, we saw what happened in the museum.
She gets over to you.
Hello.
So why are you looking for Kachi?
Well,
He's going through a lot of shit right now.
we've got bad news for him,
Yeah.
and we need to deliver it directly, and then we need to ask him for help, which is a bad combo now that I think about it.
What do you mean? How do you know him?
You know,
We don't. We know Odessa is out to new.
Odessa. Odyssey.
Odyssey worked with for.
Oh, of the Incorporation.
Yes.
Oh, so you know his brother.
Oh, it's a brother.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's bad.
We need to talk to Gotcha about Odyssey.
He's shut down with the whole administration. They're trying to figure out what to do to save this place from not making any money. Apparently, I don't know how it works, but
This is more important than just money. We need to talk to him.
It is life and death.
Personal family matter and business.
More is at stake.
where do you want to meet him? I'll
Simple
bring him to
business.
you.
Really?
I'll get him out of there.
If you can, yeah.
He's in a boring meeting. He'd love to get out of a stupid meeting.
Cool.
Wherever is this?
Are you related to her?
No, I'm the software engineer for the station.
Oh.
He'll listen to me.
Can you recommend a secure location?
Yeah, somewhere private.
Somewhere where we will not be
Like a
ambushed.
bathroom, you mean? Oh,
Not that kind of private. Like
The
yeah.
safest place to store has been these days is bathrooms.
hiding in the bathtub, right?
We are all in the same stall.
There's like 7 pairs of feet underneath. What's going on in there?
Someone opens the door and looks down, turns around.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
There's Asian influence. They must have like public baths.
There you
Yeah,
go.
trying to
Let's all go take a bath.
at the onsen or something. Right?
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea.
No, just anywhere that would be fair and safe to talk. Just if it's a public
All right.
place, like a cafe or.
Engineering.
There you go.
Oh,
I like to see
good.
that.
I like this.
I'll bring you there now, and then I'll go get him.
Great.
So, sword flashes back to her last engineering place.
Yeah.
Ah,
Down a long corridor.
And she takes you out of the restaurant and into a service area.
Shove boots up to walk next to her.
And as she's walking, she has like a holographic screen in front of her. She starts when she wants it. She starts putting in information, and doors just open all around her all the time. Like she never touches doors or anything unless she needs to. Like if they're controlled.
Just got everything on auto.
you seem to know your way around this station quite well.
Yeah, my mother designed it.
Oh.
That helps.
Oh, but she doesn't like how it is now. Whatever.
And then you're friends with Mr. Ing?
I work for him.
How old
Me and my mother.
How old does she look to me?
Like
15 maybe.
50?
16 maybe. Young, but not a child. But
Obviously, right?
Old enough to skirt whatever flimsy labor laws are here.
labor laws.
Labor laws.
This is a corporate
I don't know if they have those on the
Depends on which
bids.
corporate colony.
Yeah.
And
She's a company woman.
she takes you into this room, and her mother's in there.
Uh-oh.
Goes, Mom, you need to shut up a second. I'm going to tell you something. And you can tell this is an engineering section, but it's more like planning than construction engineering. This is. And she's like, they're not supposed to be in here. They're tourists. They're not tourists. You are a tourist. she goes.
Technically we are tourists, but that's
Burn.
Gotcha.
And she goes, "What? So what's the fire here?" They know Adisa. Okay, so a lot of people know Adisa. He's well known. Not here. So what do they need him about? They said they have to talk to him. It's important. It's about Adisa. They need to talk to Kachi about him. So I'm gonna go get him, okay? He's in a meeting. I know, that'll make it easy. She heads out. And the mom is sitting there with
You have a very remarkable daughter.
Do
Yes.
you have children?
No,
not yet.
I think now maybe, no, never.
Not that we are aware of.
They're wonderful. And you appreciate the
Right.
deadpan is bad.
They're wonderful.
They're a gift.
It keeps on giving for approximately 18 to 20 years.
The mother is wearing shoes.
Yeah, and like the cultural, traditional.
And you notice it in here, not you, everybody knows, there's the station itself is floating in the air in the room, like a model of it.
Oh, that's fun.
That
Of course.
looks like it's maybe holographic, and there are little computer screens all over, little points of interest that she hits every now and then. I have work to do, you're gonna have to just have a seat. And she's doing things like, you know what
Yeah, I'll observe.
she's actually finding places where the construction of stuff has been done incorrectly. And she's trying to find how to get them repaired right, get them where they're supposed to be. And there's apparently on this station, there's a lot of things that were done wrong or done or redone after she did them.
Substandard labor.
No, this contractors, what can I tell you?
Civil engineering.
So you know what I'm doing? One of you is an engineer?
Yes.
Yeah, civil engineering. Somebody keeps doing things against my plan.
Your builders are inefficient.
They're not inefficient. I think somebody's doing it to create purposely off-book areas. That
It's
happens.
possible.
It happens on every station. There's always people, smugglers, or things like that, all the time.
Well, maybe
And I'm always looking for them, and I find them sometimes, but you know.
in your head
It's
you
a difficult task you have to stay on top of.
I guess I'll communicate telepathically. Maybe these are the hidden areas.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
Right.
Like mentally.
Right? That Addison arranged with his brother. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
if
If there's safe or smuggle spots.
And the door's open. It's a double doors to the door. And Kaya is with a man. He looks
The family resemblance to.
like this. So, you pulled me out of a meeting. That's very important as we're trying to get the station up and running. I want to thank you for that. What can I do for you? I was told this is very important. What is going on?
Yeah, we have some news to deliver.
What do you mean news? How do you have news? There's no communication hardly at all.
We're directly from Freeze's.
Everybody who has mother raised.
You left Freesis?
we did.
How did you get out of Freesis? It's under martial law.
We
With some difficulty, we ran the blockade.
You're a smuggler.
we are not a smuggler.
Okay.
Been
So
known to smuggle. I wouldn't say I am
if you're trying to bring product here, or
No,
anything,
I've got news about Odessa and his family.
what do you mean?
He's dead.
We're sorry. Dubois.
He doesn't have any family. That was my son that was there with them.
We're sorry. We can corroborate all these claims in case you were worried about the veracity.
The Dubois faction moved against him for the information he had.
Perhaps we should explain. We are prior contacts that Odessa had with Wraith Grey, via Wraith Grey. We had worked for him in the past, and his last transmission was to us. We got it there as quickly as we can, but the unfortunate had already occurred. You were...
And the boy was, my son was with him?
Yes, we personally examined him. Unfortunately, we are legitimately sorry for your loss.
And he kind of breaks down a little bit, and he walks out.
Perhaps we just should have not led with the bad news.
Well,
And this
Is
is
there
where
brown?
yes,
Needed to be said.
can't wait on that.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
See you next.